a crossroad. After 57 years of independence, this great nation is still unequal and undivided, and a divided society. We have not fulfilled the development aspirations of all Sierra Leoneans. So this election is actually about the future of this great nation, the future of our children, and the future of our children's children. What is now abundantly clear is that the 10 years of APC misrule and economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable suffering for the people of this country. From Kamakwie to Pujehu, from Kono to Freetown, and everywhere, people are suffering under the weight of corruption and the mismanagement of the All People's Congress. I have seen it at first hand, from Falaba to Kedima and from Kailan to Potloko. The people want change. The people are tired of the suffering of paying for a bag of rice at 200,000 from only 60,000 in 2007. The people want democratic change to end their suffering. But what type of change do we want for this great nation? What type of change do we want for our children's future?
It's been a long evening, but we know that the road ahead is even longer, because one of these gentlemen here tonight will be leading us in the next 5 years. Now, plenty of people in Sierra Leone today say times are hard. Prices are high compared to their purchasing or earning power. This is an economy that relies largely on the exports of raw materials, subsistence agriculture, and small trading, petty trading. Our industrial base is very low, and we have a debt, a foreign debt, which has gone over $1.5 billion. What will it take to turn this around, and how do you, the candidates here tonight, plan to do it? Let's start first by examining your plans on jobs and revenue and reducing donor dependency. We'll start with retired Brigadier Julius Madabio. You have 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. We have a serious problem with our economy. And to deal with this problem, we have to introduce some discipline in the way we spend the people's money. First is expenditure control. The APC government has been spending like drunken sailors. They've spent, the SLPP government left a reserve of over 5 billion leones and a foreign debt of about $250 million. As I speak to you, I'm just confirming what you said. We have a foreign debt of about 1.6 billion today. And of course, that tells you there is no reserve at all. This sort of reckless spending on the part of the government has created serious challenges for the people of this country. We have to introduce stringent measures. We also have to mobilize domestic revenue. We have to stop excessive tax exemptions due to waivers. That way we can create the savings necessary to support the government to pay for some of the essential services instead of having to depend on other countries or development cooperation partners to fund our own existence as a government. There is excessive expenditure on foreign travels. There is also a lot of use of foreign exchange on contracts within the country. These are things that we have to stop. So apart from mobilizing domestic revenue, we also have to make sure that we diversify our economy to be able to have more sources of revenue. And I have identified tourism as one of those areas to create more bases to diversify our revenue base. We transform the agriculture sector by certain policies to make sure that these productive sectors add up to our revenue base. I am going to seriously take action in the fishery sector so that we can have more revenue.
Thank you very much, retired Brigadier Julius. Could you just expound a little bit on the fishing sector? What will you do to make it different from what it is today?
We are losing quite a lot of money in that sector. We are not surveillancing our territorial waters. The governance of our fishery sector is non-existent. The license have not been monitored. So we are getting a meager sum of money from our fishery sector. So we have to look at that very seriously. For agriculture, we have to make sure that we can produce enough food and also cash crops and animals husbandry. We have to make sure that we can produce enough to eat at home and to sell so that we can generate foreign revenue for this country. That is how I intend to embark on the increasing the revenue or the intake of the government. We have the least domestic revenue mobilization effort in the whole of Africa. Whilst Liberia is doing 18% of GDP and Guinea 17% of GDP, we are doing a mere 11.1% of GDP.
Thank you very much.
What is most disturbing, and it really hurts, is when you listen to people who want to rule a country without clear understanding of how the country's economy works, what the sectors are important for the economy, what policies are necessary to improve on the economy. But what is more worrying is when people talk without a sense of history, going back to where they came from. Brigadier Madabiu talks about reckless expenditure. I was a financial secretary in this country when the NPRC was here, when he ruled as head of state for 3 months. You understand? I know exactly, as manager of the economy, manager of the budget, how we were constrained by the fact that what we call extra budgetary revenues were not paid into the budget. One particular one was we got $18 million from the sale of ilmenite that was never reported to us. We collected the money, it was not paid into the budget. Was that good expenditure? No, I'm just coming. So, when you talk about reckless expenditure...
Dr. Kamara,
I'm coming.
We're trying to get you to tell us how you will push the country forward.
I will do that. Yes, I'm coming to that.
Not to go back.
I'm coming to that.
And launch a personal attack.
The difference between me and them there is that I have a unique experience in managing these issues in a developing country. Me, I don't stay here for long, since the war until now. Some, they don't go overseas, they run away, and now they come. So they don't have the experience. They can listen papi, go to papi talk, also show talk. You cannot just come and give the impression that these are simple challenges that we just address overnight. No. So that if you look even at some of the manifestos they've written, it's all promises, intention without substance. We all know that yes, water and affordable housing are a critical problem. But you don't want to simplify it the way then they make like I say, you can tomorrow you go get
but Samurai, you know for complicates and either and Adami will not able to trust you.
No, I'm coming. I'm not being interfere.
The work and this. The problem is
Dr. Kande, Dr. Yumikela, I'm not being interfere or interrupt, so you be the talk. I just tell you, say, I, Samura Kamara, I get a unique experience over and above what you get.
Okay.
To manage the economy.
Today, Sierra Leone is at the crossroad. Today, Sierra Leone is at the crossroad. After 57 years of independence, This great nation is still unequal and undivided and a divided society. We have not fulfilled the development.
Famuluna kushe enduna aduo. We are don't come back today for can talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet hearts alone. Now we own. Whoa. There we left for do them bad things. Them we they feel the most alone. Now we own. Whoa. We are. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We really sorry. We no mean bad, we just want for make we go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We really sorry. We no mean bad, we just want for make we go before. Fambule muna kusha again inside this one big family house and una kabo every day we they tell una say na a new day and every day where they bring una issues the way we and una for come talk about and today on issue na issue a concern each and every one of you as long as you na Sierra Leonean or as long as you get the interest of Mama Salone. At times you know can be Sierra Leonean, but in the country, but you like the country where they call Mama Salone. Because of that, this particular discussion for today a concern we all and a very, very important for making know waiting this issue today or this discussion get for lead you to or waiting you get for gain from this discussion. Because of that one day, no go no side, relax now you corner. The first thing way they do for we, as they come inside the family house, left for the make, we always they remind you for click the like button, for hit the like button. So please, 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 as you come inside, just take your time. You click the button for we. One time you sit down because this particular discussion, it really get crowd like rest. And also, we don't tell you now. We appreciate. You see the number we get right now. But still, we really want for it the 100,000K. So because of that one day, continue for share the program and call other person, tell them about the family house. This particular program, we find out, say, the notification not go out. So as you don't come inside right now, share this program because this, we don't want to make anybody left behind today inside this particular discussion because now discussion for me and you. I don't know how to sing this song. ORS anniversary. Today na 5 years we me uncle don't they na power. Ooh, ORS anniversary. You know what ORS is? That's salt and sugar. Okay. ORS anniversary. Yeah. Mavabe, you don't take 5 years today. Tell we what do you think about this time? If you forgive, I'm back another time. Oh no. ORS anniversary. So because if I say happy anniversary, some people will tell me what. And if I say I don't want for sit on that side, where person will tell me some bias, I don't go say happy anniversary because some people not glad. At the same time, I not go say bad anniversary because some people are happy. So we'll just put our ORS anniversary. You left to you choose one. 2 million years to die. Choose one. You do. Because this ain't a life, yeah. Not all man go like you. Hey God, this kind of music they listen to. What in? Think about. Not all man go like you. Some people must hate you. So that they hate now. If I was me stop now. You waiting, you they do. No watch them, but this will get for at you. So if you sing that one day, me I dey give you Uncle Booyah. Where plenty people around the dinner they act right now, say na inge for happen. Way now, well the party pack for go. Well, that they say we no know. The party pack really for go. In case the people they say no, papi no go now.
Well, now the party pack for go.
We don't know if salon people don't decide.
Well, the party pack for go.
Okay, the question. Now, Udago can't take salon.
Now the party don't pack for go.
Well, he left to salon people for decide.
Say cry, ay, 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 ay.
Now, so some people back then they dance and jubilate.
Cry, ay, 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 ay.
You come and tell me now what you think body pa.
Cry, ay, 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 ay.
Marabio, he don't rule the country.
Huh?
He don't rule the country.
Cry, ay, 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 ay.
Okay, well, they got paid the pa for waiting all he don't do. Okay, now like this. Marabio, this now like what people say. Some people say you don't do good. Some people say you not do good. But I just get one simple prayer for you. Let God make you siam. What you don't do for the country. What happened?
I dey enjoy myself.
Okay, now so they can do that to win. Some people they can say, "Una don't try. Let God pay una for that."
Some people say, "Una then get there."
So the simple thing, Marabio, all what you don't do for salon, let God pay you. Yeah, US. All what you don't do for salon, let God pay you. Not bad.
No, let God pay them.
Let God pay them.
No, me say I dey help people
all
that prayer.
na prayer. And I just love me uncle. I just love me uncle. All what you don't do for salon, let God pay him. Let God make you siam.
Ebo.
No,
No, na good prayer. I say ebo. Na good prayer.
Listen, not up and bad. You know, I don't want to person misunderstanding.
It not go be bad self.
I don't want to person misunderstanding.
It not go be bad self.
Marabio, all what you don't do for we people in a salon.
Let
Let God
God
make you siam.
pay you and see am
Let
back.
God make you siam double. You know, we left you the good thing we don't
The
do.
good work.
All the thing we don't do for the people of this country. Let God make you siam double. Let you siam. Let your family get the reward. You know. Honestly, and I know will put you picking inside it. You know why? Because the picking not. In
No
fact,
concern.
you not get any reason for pay parts of that day. But
No
what me they
concern.
say? Marabio, all what you don't do for salon. Let God make you siam. Okay, so some of you remember them say, Marabio don't try you don't do all things for salon. In fact, Insef come and tell me say,
Go put the supporter there inside there.
no, wait. He say, I don't do all things from
A to Z.
And in
And
fact,
he
I don't
jump.
pass. It don't na bonyanga we dey give you.
With that letter,
So
they take
Marabio,
you
we
outside,
appreciate that goodness that you don't do for the country. All the things that we don't do for this country, from where you can power till to this time.
Let
Let
God
God
make
make you see am.
you see am with your two ball eye.
Let God make you see am. Now
Let
good thing.
enjoy am.
Not to bad, not
Let
to bad
enter na your
thing. Not to
system.
bad thing. Because right now, if we put minister or put any of the spokesman, I would say Marabio don't do extremely well.
Big
so
time.
now that make we pray now say.
And they always say Madabio don't do well. Make that well they end up na their foots.
All waiting Marabio don't do inside the country from when you take over to this 10 on 5 years today.
In plus the one the way they support her for do
Let God
that thing
make
and
them see am.
let them all see am.
Make them see am. Not up and bad, not just good thing.
Bad no they na prayer.
You know, if me
We had
uncle-
to they pray.
If my uncle don't do well,
Now first Mondays.
if me uncle don't
Una
do
no
well,
be pray.
don't just tell and thank you. Not be honest with yourself. At times you just go for be honest. You know, now only when you honest, now you be able to forget what you want. Let God make you see am. Double. Always you don't do for the country. You don't do. Not to swear. Hey, una listen no. And one just not let person go begin the misunderstanding. Just simple prayer. And we appreciate what Marabio don't do.
Yes.
So all
Because
the
of that one
things
day.
all the things that we don't do inside the country, let God make you see am.
See how we cheer.
Don't done. Pape,
You don't done.
the how the party will we?
We glady.
Yes.
Yes, we glady.
The how the party made the country they
We
go.
happy.
Yes.
Yes, we happy.
Okay, we have already Ben Soja team, Ben
We there so.
Yes.
We there so for
Yes.
pray for caretaker bio. The good things the way he don't do. In plus the one the way they support him for the good things there. May God make
Then
them
see 'em.
see him. Not bad we do.
Always, you know, I just by the way, I just want for let you look at this thing. Yeah, we just want for say, not to like, we not they pick and choose. What Marabio don't do, you know, because if one for pick and choose, some people then will be very much biased.
The pardon work.
The pardon work. So from that day when they swear on a hotel, till to today when they upline outside they right now, where they celebrate, all what they don't do inside we country. Where people they don't cry, where people they don't smile, where people they don't die, where people they don't live, where people they don't. Let God make you see and double.
Big time.
You don't done. And
Good prayer. We move.
Anybody swear?
No.
Okay.
We pray for
Period.
your uncle.
For let it look good.
Your uncle.
Yes, it don't really work. Me, I'll pray. Let me
We
know
pray
me
for
uncle
your
work. Okay.
uncle.
So on a very serious note, let's move to something else. We see something happen today we want for touch on quick one before we come with, because we forget, we forget two people already join me inside the program today. But remember I said today na me uncle in birthday, and we don't sing for we uncle, but for me uncle. But the bottom line now, we're not able to know how we for sing this song. We know one for then at that position who will be biased. So now make we make a fine one. Then get this song, the original version happy anniversary. But if we dare sing that song there now, some people will vex for we. If
people are happy day.
Yes, some people will vex. Because some people happy, some people not happy. And I see one paper today tell we say we under Mother Bill, the country don't in hell. Then again one spokesman will say under Mother Bill, the country don't in heaven. So now, so fine, it's simple. This man don't do well. It don't really work. So now whether you say we live na hell, whether you say we live na heaven, it's very simple. ORS anniversary today.
Small sugar.
We just want for wish you Mother be
5 years in office.
All what you don't do for we country, let God make you see and
plus the supporters.
All the people want for make we wish.
We not swear na pray with the pray.
Happy ORS anniversary. I don't know, they can't give me 2 double slap. Anyway, let's go quickly. And something happened today. One time in the way Fatima be don't tell we plain one say waiting.
The one when a SLPP na them na true Sierra Leoneans them and then do something at the country it go buffing.
And Prince Adin, according to what we understand from post-mortem, from other things them, they say a order for let them pion one guy we then call Don Paul. Waiting come up behind that day.
Nothing.
Okay. So we see LJ because it's very critical about the government. Then say he and the states get issue, go fet and thief na petrol station. How many years you don't go?
9 years.
9 years, okay. So now something that happened today. This one more grievous past LJ you. LJ member say, now waiting, na thief, then say it thief.
Of course, 400,000 euros according to them.
400,000, it go 9 years. Now, repeat of Prince Adin don't happen today. One of the famous musicians them inside the country where they go by the name of Famous. Yeah, where this BNTM been declared in support for caretaker bio, where very much correct everybody get right for do what you want for do. Well, today don't order. They say one young man go thief to them. So waiting and do, then beat the young man and tam like any animal. Then beat and then take plastic, then light the plastic, drop on him body where the plastic not catch fine. Then stamp the plastic by the young man. Tell the young man then deal with and take a loss in life. Right now that position there inside in compound. Then drag and can put an ado. Now the people in the area vex and say they don't like what happen. They call police. Well, he say let people not vex. Let people not begin to make so. Let they all call police. If I let they all call police, well, if you see blind man say at the stone, you must.
He don't mask the stone.
Mask the stone. So they end up for call police and police come. But the question is, LJ thief according to them, 400,000 and effect. It go 9 years. This man then go thief to them and they don't make somebody don't lost in life. So in
girlfriend in place.
Okay, so it be there. Now order and I do things then. Yeah. Now this man don't lost in life. What thing will happen? Now watch. We're not going to show you the thing how it happened because again graphics we're not going to show you them at all. But what thing we will show you, we could just show you briefly. How the thing be interlocked na the compound, just the compound. We're not going to show you the body at all. Yeah. So let's just show you small one more of the compound who side been there as people have been vex.
And post this in beautiful. Yes. Looking girlfriend and then kill this body away. Can't anybody. Now the family goes to this one and kill the body. They got small picky, you won't kill her, they can't kill her so. They got small picky, you don't TikTok, you na killer. What I said on TikTok. You carry out the put you put the carry out the
Alright, so this na be how it's like today. Na famous in girlfriend compound according to you. Na famous
In girlfriend in compound.
Okay, so this one, the person go thief to ram and then they end up for send and go next wall. Then they light fire. You know that is torture, human rights abuse. You know to the highest point. Somebody go thief to you, you beat them, you send and go next wall. You know only do that day. You take you know now this let me talk now this thing exactly similar thing like this. Now any government be the knack chest and then this year say how the people them. Even when the policeman don't lost in life, he don't go next wall, then beat him body back. And the same thing they don't picking on do so. Fatima and picking. Famous. And the same thing you do so. Now, they take plastic, they light this body. They light the guy. That's what they drop up at the guy so. Take the plastic, the one with no Greek cage, hot one, put on a waist, tie her naked with car rope, beat her to the best of their ability. Take them send her next wall, and send her waiting. At if man. So this is not different from what happened on August 10. But the question is, what thing will come up on this? Well, for me, I think say nothing not get for come out. Because we see what happened to Prince Ali. So obviously, nothing not get for come out. But no more something me brother and get confidence for this thing.
Well, the confidence will just they remind people of all the things that we don't happen since Fatima Bio declare mob justice and tell Salon people say, you and SLPP now you not true Sierra Leoneans them. And we don't see the people where they rally beyond Fatima Bio and Kiateka Bio. They don't do them ask them, yeah, where they don't go both case. One, Cardinero don't do a similar thing like this. Well, it not be sense somebody go next wall, but we see who say he beat Martin when an artist. He command him, but he beat him. He talk back on the video, say this go left both case, and indeed, he left both case. We don't see plenty things them where they come on the angle of Kiateka Bio in Bobodem and Fatima in Bobodem, and they go both case. But LJ na Indiana prison, so for 9 years, they say it is 400,000 and effects na the filling station. Now, the videos them will come out concerning this particular incident, they're really boku, but because of the graphic, we'll not decide for play them. You get one video who side the younger man then tie him and the other man lights the plastic. When they drop him, you hearing at the background famous in Baba they talk. We not talk and do. This we talk up and we they do them. Famous, they even threaten the people. When I call police, well I call police. Therefore tell you who side indoor mask because you know say when you go there, Fatima Bio they call. Kiateka Bio they call. That English one can get order from the above.
Very simple. One of the girl picking them. And this same LJ case, all of the one the way they arrest and can't go na Pademba Road. One of the girl picking them of Fatima Bio, it been there at the scene, they arrest them all. They left for instant.
That's Star Zero.
Stasi. So if Stasi come out for that case, they're not touching in pin in ear and body. One. How do you say if he's a famous in case they go? No side.
Well, we still see how then we can look when they give it history them for putting a book.
You will continue for people. Now the same thing, Prince Adin then come out from police case. He not get anything for in family then say, hey, but I saw you not to me do this. Instead, now he can
Samuel
Kamara in APC. Can you imagine? We not get anything for do what he do.
Well, this we not go talk about yet because we don't see inside police go. We don't see to say they arrest them more. But we don't see inside police go. Even they come out. For can confront the people and the whole about the pusher. Go inside, brother, go inside. So we they up and see now, we they open we eye and we and see.
What you don't begin
waiting difference.
Now person, then go send person next wall. Police can at the scene, the one where they accuse, they not take her.
Well,
they take instant
the thing don't begin first.
The investigation. But they not say
begin.
Call don't begin go on. And make when the police they even come, now the body nobody can take. Then go to with the rope and the evidence there. Then go to then touch her.
They left him. They left her.
What he wear black. He regrets? What did he do?
Did they argue back?
Well, what do you think? This now with government. Now only who that now SLPP. Now two Sierra Leonean. And anybody way ready for stand up to win. Like the that guy that Kono say. He say waiting.
We move, big brother.
So nothing no get for come up from that one day.
We dey see. We move.
This now the days of murder bill. The government of murder for murder and by murder. And now the democracy we get. Remember, democracy now the government of the people for the people and by the people, eh? But this one are the government of murder for murder and by murder. Period.
We move.
Tipping it up and day, no more, no less. You move,
We fly.
fix. Alright, so we know get beaucoup thing for can talk today. We want for allow you forget most of the things. Then today na my uncle in 5 years now office. Today the fourth. Now the day this way then swam. You know, hey God, I like that word day. Now the day this way then swam now. Been no.
Hotel.
No. How do you call this hotel self? Radisson.
Blue.
At the same place where they swear now.
Hotel.
Yes.
Swear your uncle hotel.
No, me I don't get problem with that. It no matter outside and swear
They
possible.
swear. Swear.
It no matter outside and swear possible, bruh. It no matter outside and swear possible. The bottom line now, it happening. So, the time where we be one for game this position, it tell me something. It say the people of this country are tired.
What is now abundantly clear is that years of APC misrule and economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable suffering for the people of this country. From Kamakwie to Pujehu, from Kono to Freetown, and everywhere, people are suffering under the weight of corruption and the mismanagement of the All People's Congress. I have seen it at first hand, from Falaba to Kenima and from Kailan to Putloko. The people want change. The people are tired of the suffering of paying for a bag of rice at 200,000 from only 60,000 in 2007. The people want democratic change to end their suffering.
When you listen to people who want to rule a country without clear understanding of how the country's economy works, what the sectors are important for the economy, what policies are necessary to improve on the economy.
Because you're not going to know it there outside. Now, where you can't inside, now you know the actual nature, the magnitude, enormity of the problem, and then you manifesto things that you get for tweak them, adjust them, for make you able to tackle them problems then.
So yes, this is now how my uncle don't tweak the manifesto promises then for that we able to forget the problem and done.
Well, with people, we just they bring you today, then to a small for people to understand the angle outside the whole journey we start, the what's them, the promise them, the hope where Kiatekabio being calm and gooey, and as well they bring you videos them where it can capsize himself. Now it tell we say when you dey outside, they know the heat of the kitchen until you don't enter. But I think say it be know the heat of the kitchen because if you don't can they it bypass now they enter the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't know now how the kitchen they never mind a bypass be bypass, but the same kitchen now they be enter. Now if you don't come and tell we say people enter for buy a bag of rice just from 60,000 to 200,000. But as we talk now, you know the amount today because me rest business na mama salon. I don't care for repeat the price what I know yesterday. I can like for just engam. So maybe somebody go tell you in the section in the comment. Today we buy rest, the rest it go don't go up back because when price go up in a salon, for say they can't know you can pull attention there. So caretaker okay. Thank God you know that one day.
Anyway, you can make the price go up and can't come back. But where they go up now if it cut out.
Now 2 steps double. So exactly now we do today because we don't want to do Boku talk today. Caretaker Bio in the speak for himself and we get people we get for can help with this talk where we go sit down, they listen, make we know waiting don't go on inside this 5 years of Sembepia Onkulu they deny now in terms of ruling.
Fatima Bio, Africanist Press and the Anti-Corruption Commission, well, they been give allegation of the whether he hit money or not hit money. But my uncle been very, very much, prompt for come and defend me auntie and Fatima Bio.
In Japan, where they send a salon delegation this, they not agree for me we enter the hotel because they say we get debt today. And then I mean the first time we had a good day. Now that I inherit. Where everybody don't go inside, me not be still able because I be needful. Ask me with all my delegation, pay for the hotel bill where they be done left day, I don't even know which year. Before me they allow for before then they allow me for enter day. Then kind national disgrace then they it don't make salon man don't lost in self-esteem. Today, Sierra Leone is viewed differently around the world.
Can you imagine a president enlightened, he saying go Japan, where he reach at the hotel, then they say, well, buddy, you government not pay where to, you know, come on. This is a joke. This is a joke. You and I, if you ready for Car London today, now when you Car London, now you can't find your hotel, that's it, you go sleep. This guy for not booking hotel, but hotel I say, no, we don't accept you now because you still owe it. But you can lie, then can lie there. Say that when you reach that hotel, then they tell you, say, no, you last government they owe you. No, seriously, Juma, you know, I make with the question you ask me, say if we want to give Madam back another chance, if Salon people then do then they sign a death warrant.
That's like cash box. One social media commentator will put more inside this particular talk on the Japan trip of the caretaker. The African Express not waste any time. They go back to the archive and then what they do? They pull all the list of the visitors them we don't go to Japan and the one them we don't come inside Sierra Leone from Japan. The African Express not up there. Then go before and talk say this trip where caretaker bio the talk say it go pay debt for the last government in Japan. In SSF care go about $270,000. Let me read this thing for you. Then say President Madabio still withdraw about $270,000 from the National Treasury for his 5-day trip to Japan in 2019. $91,601 per diem for himself and $36,587 for his wife, even though they were both traveling together. This is also despite the fact that the logistics and protocol for his visit had been arranged by the host government, that's not Japan. This now the list of the money them where they withdraw. And they show all the list and transaction of the money them where they withdraw. This again don't draw plenty people their attention. Femi Claudius Cole, the leader for the Unity Party, they get a different angle where it take concerning the caretaker in Japan trip. And waiting in as a leader of your party be the expect from the caretaker.
Okay, I want to talk in the common sense. Because let me tell you something. If me a president of Sierra Leone, I get opportunity. You know how far 98.1 they go? That is probably one of the most listened to morning shows in Sierra Leone. Me get that kind of audience there for talk to me people there. I know they can't talk, but that's why I go pay. Not that's why I go pay the money you. Not for that way where I go pay. Now you know the excuse where they can't give you now. Now waiting I go cool where I go Japan, now they tell you. Who's benefit and me come back na salon where I come out Japan, now they tell you. Not for the debt where you go pay. Not for the debt. Honestly, to me, it make you feel like I say, the panel really they look at the big picture. You know, they look at the big picture. They're asking you hard questions. They're asking you questions where the public would like to ask you. And you have an opportunity for talk to me. You they tell me about that's where you go pay. I mean, how simplistic is that? What did you get from Japan? Now you know the question. What in Japan they can do for we? And you say with the left for work and the one world, they spend money, they bigger. When?
He said we not for disconnect. Because it clean the image of the country where it can go so.
Okay, well it do so now. It don't clean where it do now. It do so now. Thank you very much. Now that money the way would they take the waka all about. Let us invest it in the children. Let us invest it in our hospitals.
Yeah,
let us not build
investment they go for.
But where?
Huh? You know
where? Well, if you are traveling to all these places and you have something tangible to show the Sierra Leonean people, publicize it. Let us appreciate you. Let us for the man who delivers or the woman who delivers.
What do you think about all of this? Drop your comments down in the comment section. Feel free for share this.
Alright, family members, them, as we say today, the things them where Kiate Kabio don't do. The videos them where we don't gather for Kiate Kabio, now them they help we talk this particular talk today until we reach another side where they can open the phone line for una, where una self will join we in the discussion. But we still get people them we get for can join in at the studio for can talk about us 5 years. We want for know Kiate Kabio in 5 years term of ruling. Waiting you feel say we benefit. Waiting with a point at. Waiting with a glad for. We fit for dance by this time or no? We for continue to cry. You can't tell we and the people them who get at the studio they can't help we for talk this talk. But as we talk right now, we they bring you more videos them where people can say now the court say there were an evidence of the work we don't work. Video, it is speak for you. This now we can tell we politicians them to they say not to the 1961 politics again wouldn't they play where archives not been day, where social media not been be like how it be so. Today, if we had to do something way bad, other person they copy and keep them. For tomorrow, where we had, they want move to any other level na the world. Now, so it's like the politicians them. Anything they do right now, a day now we archive them. So we they bring you more evidence towards Kiate Kabio in good work. Where it don't do, where we don't pray for and say, make it receive and back with AI. We move.
When you begin, don't begin thief small one at us. Not go back and say small. If you not pull and para one time, it will embarrass you because it will thief na neighbor us. The time when mother bio and woman then begin say them the thief. In party picking them they come up and say no, now because they not like them. Right now, it don't go put we country by embarrassment internationally. You don't go believe say mother bio go na people country. It can lie say how it don't go pay for hotel. It can with false receipts. Then Auditor General go check with this hotel. The hotel say not to make this kind of receipt. In fact, mother bio get that na so they not pay we at all. Those kind of embarrassment we pass that one day. So for say the image all where it say it clean internationally. Now for put we and this kind of embarrassment we not ever get. Now the first time this now the history of the country for the president of the country go forge receipt. Then he can lie say he don't pay. This is shameful out of the country. This not a party business at all. The country now it don't get big bad name. Now Lebanon and other side the way they watch right now. This is shameful.
Alright. This now other one where we had the help Kiate Kabio for remind them of things them where he say it happened. Well, that day, that means sweet uncle. But I don't know as time they go on now. I don't know as Kiate Kabio. Alright. And also, we bought food.
The program where you watch right now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. And you still listen to things that we go on inside we are. Please not forget for like, subscribe, and comment, okay?
Alright.
Don't forget for like, subscribe, and comment.
It will until it happen. Alright, we did it.
Something happened. Something happened anyway. Something happened right now. Something happened. Okay, normal.
Alright, as I be the talk. That day where we do this small documentary, my brother, the uncle sheep in Kiate Kabio, it be so sweet.
It be good sheep.
But I don't know what to make now. It just reach a peak when me brother now for even claim in uncle say me uncle. You know they do again. Now direct you call him. Madabiu, Kiateka. You brother what happen? But this good uncle don't do. You still not proud of him?
I'm very much proud of my uncle.
But why now you know they claim him like the way he used for claim him before?
No. In fact, you get Ikishen about business. Listen, we are very much proud of my uncle. That is why when my uncle do something, instead of a can of public, I just go to bank.
the office of the president, many issues related to overseas impact not properly retired, overseas travel expenses to various countries, register issues, funds utilized for activities that were not properly provided. Now, a lot of issues in the audit report concern the office of the president, especially when it comes to travel expenses and things like that. There are people in the office of the president who are responsible for this. Administrative staff, technical protocol, executive president, there are other people who have all these responsibilities. We are making sure that whosoever that is responsible for providing those explanations provide explanations to us as to why we are not provided to the auditors, or will have access to information and documents that they have. Because frankly, some of the issues, we see them as straightforward. A receipt that was issued for hotel and other things, these are things that should not have any back and forth at all. It's a question of just trying to make sure that things are done properly. However, let me make it clear at this stage, because I have seen a lot of people make reference to the fact, they think that the Anti-Corruption Commission, the target should now be the president of Sierra Leone. If the ACC does not arrest the president of Sierra Leone, it means the ACC is not doing the job. You are making a serious error of judgment. Because the Constitution itself clearly provides that no action, civil or criminal, can be taken against the president of Sierra Leone while he is president. So if you think, sitting at home, or you journalists think that the ACC is going to arrest the president, it is not my mistake. I know the law. It is your own mistake. But also, what we can do is to work with the presidency, and I want to speak again. The president has been very supportive of the fight against corruption, both in action and in words. Therefore, when issues have been flagged surrounding the presidency, I am sure we will provide the necessary support for us to be able to look into it and come up with an independent assessment of those issues. But if anybody's expectation is that the president should now be elected because all these are flagged issues in the presidency, I am sorry. The Constitution says I am not the violator of the Constitution. But I also know that these issues will not concern the president much, even though the president is in the middle of it. It's more about those around the president who make payments, who issue receipts, who do things. You don't expect the president to be the one who's standing at to make payments for receipts, or to be the one who is paying for his own hotel, or to be transferring voucher, or certainly to be the one who provides documents to auditors. It is other actors in the presidency who have this responsibility, and those people are not immune by the Constitution. Therefore, we will check with them to understand what happened.
All right, family members there, we they tell you, whenever you want for build a house, you get to forget a foundation. This foundation, I get for cantina for all the blocks them. You know, put iron rod them. Well, Ben can follow them. Now the foundation, where caretaker will be fen. For help them do the good work, where it they say, what they say they don't do now the country. You hear what Ben Kelfala they talk. I just they tell me, brother, behind the mic say, Ben Kelfala they all will be saying the people wear black come out because of the things them way APC they do now the country no good. They don't get position. This position don't make it crazy. We said it's all bum talk them, but we the open see waiting will be the ending of some of them people that are all in office. Again, we know they talk about who. We get plenty videos them where the workman them where they under caretaker bill, where them tell we and help caretaker bill for work this good work. There we go.
But we have a body the bet where the information in the camp go.
Now we push.
If you're not subscribed yet, please now subscribe. The number where we get on 70,526. So if you're not subscribed yet, please consider for subscribe and share the program. We'll find out say the notification will go. So please help me for share so more people will come. There we go. You remember everything Ben Kelfala say He said if we feel say the fire now when they arrest the president, he don't do work, we make big mistake indeed. Well, so he been say not they arrest the president because he gets immunity. So but he say not only the president directly deal with money, all the other one they will put on per money business, they go make sure say they bring them come to book, then go investigate them and they will pay or they take action against them. So 3 years down the line, what will happen with regards them particular money business, then they forge receipts and other things then at the office of the president, the PRO for ACC. The office of the president, waiting have been the update with regards the audit report. Because for as far as I been know, the commissioner been saying because the president and the sitting president, no way, no the way they can able for investigate them. But other people and the commissioner rightly tell we say, not so the president go handle money of any sort. Rather than some people them. So if not some people when me say the blanket where they cover the president, no go cover them. Waiting at the update with regards them.
All right, so the 2020 audit report, they been get 1,020 things them way they of interest to the ACC.
Yes, and to the public as well.
Yeah, well, I don't go one for speak for the public.
No, me don't talk for them.
All right, so that's for you. And when you say you they investigate, whether a quick fix or detailed investigation, 1,020 issues. Not easy. Yeah, even FBI know they don't stand there inside 6 months.
No.
1,020 pieces of issues. So, as a way of update, we not done the it. That are the first update. But we done about 30-35% of the issues. And, well, whether now by design or whatever, we cannot address all together. And the issues around the presidency now one way we will still look at where we will not reach to amid as at this level. So the one that we don't address, for example, where audit report they come on, we get a quick fix them. Like this year, we're not even going to the total number. We just disaggregate into quick fix and in detailed investigation. And so you go find out that the quick fix them now, then they all against them. Then recovery, would have for pay to NATI, go pay for pay to NRA. We don't cross that stage in the 2020 audit report. As at the time of all the press conference, about 15 to 20 billion has been recovered direct to us. And not talk about money then where they pay to other institutions them, whether not to we they can. For example, if they get for pay NRA, we told in tax of PAY, you know they bring the receipt to we. If you get for pay NACIT contribution, you know they give it, they go pay NACIT. If you get for pay money to the consolidated revenue fund, you know they give it. So the money that when they give it as recovery, now money that we've been there for specific projects and activities where they don't misappropriate and the window of implementation don't elapse. But now they say go implement. If they can't give it back, we they give government, then government will decide that they still do that thing with them or not. So, for example, money been there inside that 2021 about 28 million, where Petroleum Regulatory Authority for pay as tax to NRA that we don't pay. Boku billion been there for NMA as in revenue where they collect, where they not remit to NRA. We don't follow through on that, they don't pay. And several of them recoveries don't take place. So, and on the 2020 and every other audit report, if you visit the anti-corruption website, www.anticorruption.gov.sa, all the press release and get it.
Mr. Blake, I think the question, in as much as we get 1,000 almost, and we don't do the quick fix, whose category where the office of the president may fall under if we talk about quick fix? Because then some get, according to a recommendation from the audit report, then some been get money waiting for return. For example, some small case then they, for example, may you will go on the same trip where then go pay me more when at the same trip and then they pay you less. And the audit report will say they're supposed to forgive you all two the same couple. So the some quick you not get any quick fix at the office of the president.
Now investigatable. In fact, right from the commissioner and press release, if I go back to the word,
please.
He said we the hold them people and they are accountable and we investigate them. So you know they under that category they go take out the money. So now investigatable. And it is one, and this is what I will say. Criminal-led investigations, then get their own dynamics. If you get speed in them, you might miss what you are going for. So every stage you get for do arm, cross arm, and jump to the next stage, do arm and cross arm.
And therefore compare notes. You know, this one basically, according to what I see from the report of 2020, therefore do with travel, therefore do with per diem, therefore do with, you know, how they pay hotel receipt, how them, you know, travel with bulk of money. You know, the bottom line now travel and money involved. Yeah, but now how many people now don't call for investigate?
On the 2020?
No. I mean, they are still there at the office of the president, you know, when I mean the highest
office. I cannot give you any specific number of persons where APC go don't investigate on that.
No, don't call
because
any.
We know they won't. I not will give you any details on number.
Okay, so now you know they give me details because you know we're able for member. But one thing I know, yeah. The most
I'm not saying I'm not able to member.
No, but you say you're not able to give me
number. I'm not able to member. I'm not able to give you number because I don't know the number, and I'm not going to give you details because the details where I get not involve the office of the president investigation.
So that's
as
why
a PR
say,
person.
Yeah, I don't want details, but how many people I don't call?
I don't have the first answer is on the office of the presidency. I don't have the numbers.
So now
if I have, I will give.
Now the same thing I talk. You're not able to give me number because you don't know them. You know get them off aid or you don't get them. You don't know about them.
Yes.
Yeah. The office of the president, you don't be very clear and say, when I actually don't no begin look into that particular when are not able for tell we almost people and they don't begin investigate into the office of the president yet. I just want to summarize and make sure say I don't miss anything from the ACC. Now we get another update. We actually know the one towards the end of the.
All right, family members, we tell you say today, Chembepe Onkulu na Kiatekabio. Now in 5 years, well, for me now a birthday. But we try for bring you other people, as I say, we don't help for do the good work in the country. This is not the PRO, now the ACC. You see where it jump fence, when they ask this question, they jump me go answer. You know, I just tell me brother, I say this, it look FIBA a minister of misinformation. But me brother say misinformation. In your degree and lie, he passed this one. Well, we get other people where they can't help with for talk, but it's 5 years. You know, them people there, well, the other one, our sister, Unakisi and this family house fast. Now they are, except now Adonian anyway. When I'm Madam Fatima, and we get Pope. Where he said, Unaki, on the social media, Mina Pope. Well, none of those kind of Pope where him be. If not
political pope.
Oh, political pope. Well, I don't know if that the one at church or
no.
I don't know.
No,
now I tell you.
Inside the Buddha ordinance for going to church. Political pope.
We know the waste time anyway. Make we bring them to alleged there for make themselves can talk to now. Waiting the experience or waiting the know inside those 5 years of Chamber Pierre in your uncle in terms of ruling. We stranger they are welcome.
Plenty thank you for letting us get to me, and I feel humbled for the land I missed this night from here.
Thank you, my brother. But me don't call the name. Other people can go up for a year from you. Say you know who that?
Me na Mohammed Pope Kamara, Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All People's Congress Party (APC).
Wow. Well, family una don yeri from the man himself. Now bring we own sister back for make una can yeri. Who that's not this sister who we get? Although I don't see na this family house.
Sister I'm going to All right, so let's start about really quick one. Pope, welcome. And we want to talk about, you know, a lot of things that may happen. But first of all, you are aware, say, today 5 years of Mada Biokiatika Bion office?
Everybody is aware and everybody is celebrating his 5 years. Everybody, majority of the people in this country, and they celebrate.
Celebrate, you say?
Yes, I said them they celebrate.
Why?
The end of suffering, the end of starvation, the end of stagnation, the end of economic dietary. So people are celebrating that there is a future coming for them. You know, when they come up as slavery, you celebrate.
But why the people for celebrate end of stagnation, end of suffering, end of slavery and all of them things? And the way this man where we talk about say it don't rule the country to the best of your ability and everything there in place.
If we go back to 2018, you know, there is this issue where people are still, especially the majority of we, the APC, nobody say, the former president of the Republic of Sierra Leone within the next few hours, or the caretaker president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, in the elections. And because of that particular reason, there were a lot of promises where they give to Sierra Leoneans them. And among all of those promises, like I was saying, we see when they come of power, instead of them fighting corruption, what they know, they start to fight against APC big guns, APC people. They come with a commission of inquiry where they spend a lot of money, they spend a lot of cash, they promise the people they say they can't fight corruption. So on that fight, we don't see how we come out, nothing fruitful, not happen there. When the people in the appeal and they lost the cases there, we don't see how best they don't use the state institutions, them biasly for make at least them mitigate against opposition leaders, them like the police, where they will call state people will don't serve this country with diligence on Friday, they arrest them, they will keep them until Monday, and then put them on bail. We've seen also how they don't use state institutions like the police and the judiciary for making them remove unconstitutionally 10 parliamentarians in this country. We don't see that for the first time in history, unprecedented, where you may go up one of parliaments, they take gas parliamentarians, then beat parliamentarians, then lock up parliamentarians, then we don't see all of those things in this country. And if next time they happen, for the fact that they come to an end, what do you expect the people to do? They celebrate because God, they can pull them from suffering. A lot of issues then they will carry like during this program. But I just want to like few things then we warrant the people and for celebrate.
But Papa, all that here we don't outline, so still with the year say caretaker be all the good work where he don't do na the country. No other caretaker where other people they call presidents not ever do am na the country. That one they make then say Una and them not even get for go enough. When they catch you now, then they give una uppercut. First round, then win una with uppercut. Why you they measure them things here where we they get now the media say this government don't do plenty work na the country?
Like how they say, it's just like man with the ground. Even when you get sword in the whole land, then even you understand. So now in that like this, if you watch them killing, they don't have pointers in this country. They're not getting nothing for talk. The only two way they get for talking about the APC. Let them tell me how they don't improve on electricity. Let them tell me what they don't do about even the free quality education on the account. Under this free quality education, I will bet the Ministry of Education say they're not construct a single classroom. The two sides they will construct one, Namaki in England, where the team inside the presidential term. Then the second one, that Orange, now then go build classrooms them for schools. So what?
The program where you watch it now. Now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We get Mohammed Pope Kamara. We
for people
tweeted the program. But we actually they get internet connection with them problem. Pope, you get me?
Yeah, me to get you now.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So, like I was saying, the electricity don't affect the education. They say free quality education. I just want to share with you the logic way they might do. You know, when you have VIPs in power, lot of very important persons. I mean, vagabonds in power.
Huh?
Understand?
Come again?
Vagabonds in power, VIPs.
What do you mean?
When you get people away, they do voodoo as economists, then fishing for the vocab, then propagate the propaganda for letting come into governance. And they also want to use that which we refer to as propaganda for letting continue to stay in governance. It not work. Because now it's just like people get the we have so. So I didn't for get platforms like there were for now for discuss issues of national interest, for now get platforms like there were where something will happen, now you share with immediate effect, even if you don't get a 100%, but you get 80% of that story.
All right, family members, then we deal with the two alleged that we tell us that they can help. We talk about those 5 years. We see we've got a struggle with the internet. Now we try for bringing with sister Madam Fatima. Madam Fatima, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Fatima, we want to take you on a different level. Till in 5 years of Marabu na office, And according to Pope, a lot of people celebrate because then they see say this not the end of the suffering and other things them. But let me come with you inside. I want follow we go differently to the people them. You think say the people them don't learn sense for able for vote than conscience?
First of all, Segapian Barbara, let me say hi to, with family back there and give them gratitude, to hold up all this time, for 5 years, a long time, a long period. But, since God make we, God is in control. And I tell you, all thank you, and make God continue to hold we, and make God give we wisdom. Let God give each and every of them, wisdom. The one that want to know lost family, the one that want to not get food for eat, the one that want to sick, the one that want to know wound. We all are one big family. I give me heart to them. And that, some people are not already, some people are very conflicting because they say, oh, they're afraid. But they tell them, say, we're not afraid because this election, when it comes, like we always say, this election, now history-making election, please, it's your right to vote. Nobody is going to take that from you. Nobody not will take that from Una. Una go exercise on a human right. It's a God-given right. When God bring you kind of this world, before that, God say, okay, people they say, no, the one skin, God give us skin, and the king was bad. So it's just like for me, because I'm a theology, person, it's just, bring all this revision back to life. Said, okay, we went through all this, but at the end of the tunnel, I want you to hope, say, when I go vote, nothing make matter not tell what I say, it come back because he didn't do anything, matter not do nothing. You just kill Una.
Since you come from the area of the theological, aspects, that is to say this biblical or this kind of religious background, they can normally say leadership not from God. So I think say if not from God, then matter don't lead in God in path, no?
No, because I will give you an example. Because King David, God chose King David with Saul. King David was meant, Samuel went there. That's why, I will go back. I call, Samura. I call on the anointed from time. It's not now. From time when me and 2 minutes talk, not now when they appoint him to be, running mate or stuff like that, or, elect him to be president. No, he's anointed. And because when God called Samuel, he said, go anoint, Jerry in Pekin there, one pan and go be king. It took 30 years. David came to Saul. Saul began to do, he was loved by God. He was the most handsome person in the world, as the scripture says. But still, when God say, go do this sacrifice, okay? He said, kill the all. Everything, every living thing, kill. He didn't. He left the animals. He says, now for God, he started doing bad. And God took the virtue from him. So no, we've seen it over and over again, in the Roman side and then stuff where things then go wrong, where the king then do bad to the people there because you owe it. It's a vow you took. Mother took a vow right there to the people and said he would take care of the people and their property. Did he? No. He was killing the people. The people are hungry. They don't have food to eat. We are the caretaker now. We're taking care of them. Although right now, at this age, this time, he is the constitutional, keeper. Because he just keep the constitution. But keeping the constitution, he is not abiding by the constitution. He's breaking every law in the constitution. So I don't know. Thank you very much.
All right. So we come back to Pop. Welcome back. And I know say this is one of the good work the way they now the country, the internet.
Yes, sir.
You get me?
I get you.
I think one of the good development in this the internet is very good.
Yeah.
And
I think I talk say
Bob, really, they on FaceTime or the stuff. So I'll give Bob congratulations, a round of applause.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you for all the job you're doing.
Thank you.
All right, Pope, you be the talk where, as my brother say, one of the good developments we don't take over the country, only when the bio network as making describe them. So you be the talk, just take them from the side where you be the let people listen you.
Yeah, I be the talk to them talk about free quality education.
Exactly.
There is a criminality within into it. For the first time in the history of this country, students then they pay 6 million at college. We double the price we then be they pay before when have been around 1,500,000 to 2 million. So what did they do now? So that money where you they pay now university, and then the courts for can pay for the beginning at the primary school, like say na free quality education. Where if only you acquire university education or something like 2 million to 3 million. So if now then they charge 6 million, what should they observe? They realize when you pay you 6 million, it's like you don't pay for up to 6 to 7 picking them within at the primary school. Understand? So then the fake people when they say that free education, which is not free, which then you go up the price, now the universities them. So what then they get from the university, then they take back to the basic education, say now free quality education. So the government never continue for leading people in propaganda. Then we also know this government about a lot of things that we don't do. They don't use state institutions there for committing lots of crimes. Whenever they want for ensure, say they want for do bad, they want for kill people, they use the state institutions there. So where they deprive people of their basic rights. People have a right to assembly. People have a right to process. If you watch Kingly, just because of the people in Grumble and Tumbo, these people were killed. Just because of people in Grumble and McKinney for generator, those people were killed. Just because of people in Grumble for election at Tonkolimba, somebody was killed. Just because of they want for people in 91, then go to 91, then kill somebody. And when you watch these killings, you're unprecedented. Not only at the strongholds of the APC, and didn't think also they come in. So it is a deliberate ploy for make them destabilize the peace in the country. And if you watch all the reports, then we don't come out. You understand, from Amnesty International, from the US State Department to the EU, they're very damning to Ross as a nation. To the point that even the IMF reports will come out 2 days ago, they don't declare Sierra Leone as the most hungriest country in the world. So these are all indicators.
The second hungriest.
Yeah, you understand it? But we and Burundi different not again.
Yeah, well.
We equalize hungry. You understand?
And as well, the currency in the second worst in Africa.
Worst in Africa. So these are all indicators that all what they do, they come into governance with the highest level of ignorance. You understand? They presented themselves as if as they know it all. They presented themselves as if as they can't get the people and bring them butter. Even the Gary and sugar they cannot provide for the people of this country. So every part of governance, they have failed the people of this country. You understand? So what do you want to use? Now what they don't do, they don't turn the country as a dancing club. Any side way they did the dance. Any side way they did in the dance. Whilst the people are suffering, whilst the economic standard of the country is depreciating, they are busy dancing. Whilst the people in the suffered and they cried for them, picking them about things that really happen, they are still busy dancing. Even when the place, the country, they dark, things are not they go right, they are busy dancing. When they arrest people unnecessarily, these guys are still dancing. When people are dying, up to yesterday, we heard of a story where this guy for confirm of one guy with them bass na belly, where they say he don't die. And according to what we get today, they don't pay him na locomotion na Western. So these are all indicators of bad governance we don't experience in this country. Do you remember? It was the first lady, and I make them very clear. He said that only Uda na SLPP na Sierra Leonean. So it simply means all of us are no more Sierra Leoneans. And
so since we talk about that one day, something just happened again today. One of the famous politicians in name Wayne famous. Of course, you know, say this BNT we don't declare in support for Marabio. And so today, they say somebody go thief in place, and then they end up for send the person go next wall. You know, they even light plastic param. But we still say the police just go take the body and they don't say anything to them for now. So we don't know. We just know say in a two SLP, in a two Sierra Leonean, and they not get forget case. Just like Prince.
Yes, because he's SLPP. Let us look at the Pademba Road massacre. You understand? We are in
sorry, before you go to the Pademba Road massacre, I'll play something quickly for you. Because you talk about this free education, you talk about this feeding, you talk about this, dancing club and all of those things there. Something happened at Bo, just that day where that incident of them picking where that railing collapse na Bo. Mother be able to get encounter with the picking them. That na my brother in favorite part of everything. Let's just watch this video quickly. And for you where they watch right now, and for we guess them, then we just listen to the sound. But I want you to pay attention. We don't play this before, but please listen to it keenly, and then when they come back, just no short one.
We don't take the school fees away so that everybody will go to school also under the free access to education. In as much as that one is great, it is not sufficient also. Why we not Kumbra Party, the Sierra Leone People's Party, and so is this administration. So what do? We say, okay, if we make them free, but they're not going to books them for land. They're not going to land properly also. So we provide the books them. The teachers themselves need books them also. We don't provide books for them also. We are not saying we need transportation also. We don't pay buses also. Some man they go to school, they're hungry now, so they provide food now, so one second. Wait till whenever they get food now, so I get carried now, so I really don't eat
So Pope, this now the thing where we see happen above. Not the incident where happen we focus on, but this now the embarrassment where the picking them face. Where we can't take a matter be face to the picking them. And they tell the picking them say the feed and the picking them first not being conscious within their answer. Then first say yeah, then the conscious say now no, this now feed is say the feed with. And then say no. And I say okay, we don't need it. Say yes, we need it. And say okay, we don't. That's guy there. And say no, guy no there. Guy don't there. Guy at 5,000 for cup. All of them things. Then it's the embarrassment there, but it still stand up to the fact that he don't do everything for the people of this country.
It's because they don't discover say the people they continue for concede into their lives. Not knowing that the people they don't fed up. If you watch Kingly, they are very systematic and they know what they do. That's exactly why. What's at the new style when they for couch through PPRC, they say let us go to the PPRC and ECSA, let us deprive the people from rallying. Because they know very well that they don't like the people and the people are ready for express themselves through those rallies, you understand, through those gatherings. So they want to limit the people and tell the international community as if things. But I say, in life, you can only fool yourself. You cannot fool the people, except the people are really willing for the fooled. And when you watch Kingly in Sierra Leone, the people that don't go through 11 bloody rebel war. You understand? 11 good years with the experience rebel war. And the Sierra Leone community, they wish again for another rebel war. If Sierra Leone for the experience rebel war, maybe like by now, the people don't taste one. That is exactly why. Even though when they provoke violence in the country, the people and the insurers, they not participate into those violence. The people and the insurers, they not take into those violence. And the people and they keep, because they get to side and get for go register. Then vexation, then get to side and go for go register. Then disadvantages, then get to side and get for go lead and complain. And at June 24. So when they are making fool of the people are aware of what is happening. You understand? So then this is the way to talk. Say this now struggle, and this now wait is struggle does not win election anymore. Now performance in election. So if you are given we think like 5 years, you can't even construct a road, then it simply tells you that you are not fit for governance.
All right.
since you talk about performance and we try for look inside the good work where Kiate and his supporters them say they don't do. You talk of things that we don't happen at the country, and we see another terrible incident will be happen ever in the history of Mama Salone. Usai we see na Pandemba Road, the incident will happen there, and before the incident be happen, we see two kakatoa them where a strong SLPP members them we first go there according to the information where we been get them. One na Fatmata Sawane, and two na Laai Lores Lima, and then not to prisons officer them for go na that place that early morning day. And we really see the incident where happen outside they end up for bring one army man where they say na presidential guard where go do the most powerful work for them. We go send plenty people them next wall because I don't call the word now because of the terms and condition of YouTube. So we they put them that way for make people understand. They send plenty people and go next wall who say the country be really torment. What thing you take on that particular area they ask, then they claim say they don't work in the country for the people.
Like I say, if you not say them people here, they get a history of beating themselves and then get a history of killing. If you go back throughout the civil war in this country, they have a history of killing. And if they come back again, it's like on that particular day, we know so we can get senior stakeholders of the APC within self-made Pandemba Road unjustifiably. So it's like beyond all reasonable doubt, it is alleged that maybe they go for killing people here so and not succeed. So what they do, they massacre a lot of people, other young Sierra Leoneans them way being there at the Pandemba. But one thing we stand out now, the fact say, you can play on the minds of the people, but you cannot play on the mind of God. You understand? Mm-hmm. Not to anybody accuse Fatima Sawaneo. Now he pull audio and accuse the one the way and tell them to the one the way goody. You understand? And we see recently wherein the people are still not learning out of ego and arrogance, they're still in Sierra Leone and say anybody who stand away, they go crush them. Understand? So there is a video of the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs, LEONE, where he tells Sierra Leoneans if they stand away, they go crush them. So these are the challenges we suffer as a nation. At the tell you for free, there is no constitutional arrangement in this country. The constitution has been bastardized in this country. A lot of intimidation of Sierra Leoneans, a lot of brutality against citizens of this country. We are no longer under democracy. We are under what we refer to as kakistocracy. We are in the kaki. Look like the coming of Dr. Samora Kamara from the USA. At least if they not invoke McP, there is no reason for them to present stay. We see how they go, how they attempt for assassinator. Because when you look at the way and manner at which they cast Motoka, at which they send it here gas pan Motoka, the way they concentrate on them, it will simply tell you say their agenda was different and what they planned was different. So these are the challenges where we go through in Sierra Leone. So under former President Anes Bai Koguma, we don't get good leadership, we don't get sound leadership. When we are under Dr. Anes Koguma, we were referred to as one of the most peaceful countries in Africa and the third most peaceful country that is in West Africa. We don't achieve that. That is exactly why, with all the provocation we encounter for let we respond, we deliberately decided not to respond because we don't say democracy must prevail. Look, they go beat one journalist recently, they mercilessly beat him. Why? Simply because the journalists go for good doing job. So as a country, we are suffering everything. Human rights violations, we are suffering. The economic life, we are stagnated. Everything when you feel say Sierra Leoneans and for enjoy what other people and enjoy in other countries. Look at the dollar rates. Now the highest now the country.
So you don't reach now areas and way I need for come inside. You talk of the things them all way people them for use for enjoy their freedom, all the things them they don't be deprived from the areas and you measure the incident where just happened now mile 38. I go like for ask you this question because we don't ask some of you party members them the same question. Who say the PP ask you don't tell we say then don't ban political rallies them, but we don't talk to different people in the APC party where they get for tell we say then not get for take to that particular topic because una no mix panda one they say una agree or answer. I think the person will talk to the last time he tell you say well now your time reach for rally una they come out and rally and you measure waiting just happen at mile 38 usai this government, they take the law na their hand. You feel say it could be possible for make una mount any rally as of then don't talk this particular word say no political rally not for take place. If a rally take place, you know go compare them with anything where happen August 10 or mile 38. What do you think about that?
I think it is most clear that we make them very clear that we in the APC not go deprive Sierra Leoneans of the right way enshrined in the Constitution. If the Constitution give the people of this country the rights for assemble and for process, we not go join any institution for deprive the people of that particular right. So as far as we are
all right.
When they reach Wessel dates, deprive the people and nobody will stop the people. Nobody will deprive the people and nobody will stop the people. Rallies now things that we the part of culture when it comes to elections. Rallies now things that we the part of culture when it comes to other merriments. Rallies now part of things that we the part of culture. Always we need na police presence, then ensure says then police the program, then police the procession, ensure says life and properties are safe. So we know they participate into that discussion fully because we conscious of the fact say when ECSL announced dates, say today na APC then we are going to assemble our people will process, then we will meet at a point where we will address them and tell them the challenges them as to why they for vote the APC.
So, Pop, we
so
get a
concern.
We get a concern in that particular area there because this family house, we always concern but we people them welfare and the security of we own people them. Now we all know say the constitution of Mama Salon make them clear of political rally because you don't they happen then and they will not be guessing still guessing who don't join anything them day. But make we take a look at this. This particular government, we find out say from where they take over governance, then take the constitution, who side they keep them, who side they get for keep them. Because most of the things them where they happen, they know they happen to waiting the laws them we cover we in a paper say. But them they do things them where them feel say it okay with them and things them where they benefit them. Now, the constitution say we for rally. Una as a political party say una not they submit to that kind thing day. When una time reach, una go come out. The same police where you mention I say now them suppose for they secure with people them when it comes to the activities they are. Now the same police caretaker they use for intimidate una several times where everybody know of. Now parliament we don't see so many times up to this last one where Dr. Samuel Kamara they try for enter Freetown from the US. Now, waiting will be the guarantee of we people there because we people them definitely when they reach, una call them, then go come out. But again, if they come out, waiting will be the security. Una as a political party, waiting una get for put in place because we not go left for see any casualty against the people them. Poppy there? All right, family members, them. I think we don't lost. We brother as I try for ask him a very important question. We get for do, but we people them security. Now we find out say we family members them when they watch the program, them boku, but the one them we don't like the program, them very small. Please they remind una for make una like the program for we as I talk right now we get 268 likes. Also we get 783 family members them where they watch the program. So please join we and hit the like button for we as we wait for we brother Pope. Well, we there today for talk about Shembepia in Onkuluna Kiateka Bio in on birthday of in ruling term where it don't hit the first 5-year mandate where we give them as citizens them. Well, plenty of people and they cry, well, some of them back, they did not them corner, then they laugh, they say because they don't enjoy and caretaker bill don't work. But to waiting we they see the majority they can cry, they like it they say waiting they be vote caretaker bill in for not to him a come and do for them. That's make we bring you this program. Usa will bring two alleged them where they come help we for talk this talk and as well una serve una own turn they reach Gigi Schnorr for make we open the phone line for una so una they able talk to we. So still we deal with the alleged them. Madam Fatima, you deal with we as Pope Dongo?
Yes, I'm here. I just want to answer that question that you asked Pope.
Go ahead.
Because that's in the way I put down. Samura, you know, he has the authority now. He needs to stand up firm, you know, to PPRC and tell and say, no, this is the Constitution. We're going ahead with the Constitution. He has that mandate. He has the mandate. He has to use his power. And he has to tell his people, you know, we all, because it's a teamwork. You get a come and my family, when I saw you, I get a cold. But because of the love of we all, I need to come out and talk. You need to come and tell we serve. You say, because that we all, this is a teamwork. It's not just one person. It's a teamwork. When I come up, we work together. Because not to Samura, no more win the election. If Samura win, not to Samura win. Like where and then give us back, you know, Peter Conte. I tell him, I say where when I don't call the results, say the court, where Fisher say, okay, the party's in your hand. And I says, no. He says, okay, cousin, I won. And I says, no, you didn't win. Okay, democracy won. Democracy won. You didn't win anything. Democracy won. You're just a single person. So sorry. So sorry. and Samura needs to stand up and tell the people there, say this that we all, not to me one grain, Salona, we all get up. So we need to fight. We need to fight to build this nation, to make it stronger. We, the people, have the power. The people's power is stronger than the people in power. Yeah. So we need to stand up strong and fight for this nation and build up the nation. We cannot leave this nation like this. It's for our generation unborn. So we need to do it together. It's not just one person. It's not just Samura. It's all of us. So Samura needs to stand up, and thank God he's standing up peacefully. You know, he's doing his work, what he needs to do. So this is what we need to do together. And I beg all Salon people there, we need to stand against Samura. It's not about APC. It's not about APC. This is about the nation. It's not about APC. This is about the nation. I've never been active in politics in Salon, but now I am, because of the advantage people are going through, because of the killing, because of everything that is happening. You didn't take power that you're going to kill your fellow people. These are your brothers and sisters, your kids that you're killing, that you're making them go through hunger. It's really painful. It's appalling for you to do that. You didn't, then you want to be voted in? No, it's not going to happen. So we're going to stand strong to build a nation. We all want to stand behind Samura and give him, put his hands up. We're going to put his hands up, you know, like Joshua. We're not going to leave him. He's the anointed one. So we're going to support him and rally behind him and said, yes, we are going to, it's not for APC, like I'm saying. Yes, I am a born APCian, but it's not for APC. We're doing this for Salon. Thank you.
All right, Madam Fatima, thank you very much. I hope this call where they call Dr. Samura Kamara for stand against PPRC, for see how una as a party they able get one word with PPRC we get for secure we people them in case they get for come out for any rally. We pray and hope Dr. Samura will able to do that one day, but until then we afraid of that time they way it reach, because Salon police they do anything possible for this government, and other people then go sit down and gonna say, well, today according to the law Caretaker empowers them, no less. But the caretaker where we sabi in not get for take them that way there, because we don't try for build that kind of fence to the military and the police and the judiciary to see how they able safeguard them to the bad things them way they do. So yet still caretaker bill get for take them say in a still the caretaker and then people there get for use in command. So we dey pray for make una able get that kind heavy word towards the people who are able dialogue for secure we own people them in case any rally get for happen. Mr. Pope, you don't come. Okay, go ahead, Fatima.
I don't want to cut you word. I just want to say, yes, empowered and done less, but still, he's the custodian of the Constitution.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, and let's talk on this thing quickly. A lot of people they ask why me not talk. Today na Bible program because na my uncle in anniversary. So Pope, you know, unity, freedom, and justice. How it like under this government? All right, Pope no look there with we inside the program.
We still
the internet they hold on to Pope. You there with we?
Internet froze.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so if that be the case, I will send the question to the people and where they watch we right now. Unity, freedom, and justice under caretaker bill. How it's like, you know. We will just take few calls then quickly. Let me see.
I think we get for because the internet is not stable.
Yes. So just this one question. If you hear we, all right. No, Allah, you can left because the internet not really okay. Not a problem. All right. So let me send this question back to people. You know. Pope, if you're not here, you can left, no problem. Thank you very much for joining me inside the program. Unity, freedom, and justice in the last 5 years. How it like? We want for hearing from you. Unity, freedom, and justice. This is not the pillar of we salon where we get. But how it like under this regime? We want for open the line. Quick one for lay people them go actually come.
All right, family members, them as we say, we get the two alleged them we still deal with we, but this particular talk, una self not get for left behind. Unity, freedom, and justice under Shembepie Iyun Onkulwena caretaker bio in terms of ruling. Waiting una think and waiting una experience under this 5 years of caretaker bio in ruling. This now you turn for make yourself can talk to we make we able to understand how you feel and how you see things under freedom, unity, and justice. We take the first caller. Caller, you welcome on the show. We cannot go ask you Nimlo no make blabber. You get 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. God bless you all. Wait, you know the question, the freedom, justice, and what?
Unity, freedom, and justice. How it like under Mada bill?
I think 3 of them, none of them not they exist. None of them not they exist. I can tell you the reason how they exist. One, unity, and the man it don't divide the tribes. The man they sit together with Mende they sit together with Timini they sit together again with Loco. That is fact. Then the justice. Tell me, if justice there, why people they deal in a court? The freedom. Now would they threat you for coming on street. So where is the freedom? I'll not talk too much. Well, goodbye.
Thank you. God bless you. Hello, caller. You name and side you call me from?
Yeah, we had a call from Washington DC. First of all, the 3 things I want to talk about: freedom, unity, and justice. None exist, and if even it exists, now for selected few. That just as the first lady we say, only those who are SLPP and as true Sierra Leoneans. So if you're not SLPP, now you get 10 in the but it's control for everybody, not for everybody. Now what I want to talk about more, now concerning this rally, now I think that the PPRC they misunderstand the difference between rally and masquerade. There is a masquerade. The masquerade, now the one with the people in the job streets and go and sing and do dance or whatever, and a masquerade. Rally is different. When they talk about rally, it's different from masquerade. So if the PPRC don't talk, say there should be no masquerade. It's different. It will be understandable. But talk say there should be no rally. Then if there is no rally, then people then get right for masquerade. You don't see? Because masquerade different from rally. Instead there should be no rally. Okay, people get right for masquerade. For masquerade, that's why you jump na street again, dance, then jump, everything, and a masquerade. So make you go watch the two spelling or the two meaning between rally and masquerade. Because you say there are two different things. So if you ban rally, then people then go masquerade. So then get right for masquerade and no go hold them.
All right.
God bless you now.
Thank you. God bless you too. Hello, caller. You name and who side they call me from? Caller, you're live on the show. You name and who side they call me from, please?
Well, my name somebody. Even though I be the caller now before, I be don't vex now. But I still be called because I hope more fan this me and Mrs. T. Hello?
Mrs. T, what do we do?
What you do to me one time is like when I tell me say now 1 minute I get double after me the other person again pass 3 minutes. And that be really make a vex because I'm not able to express me. Now I cannot be the call on again. I not be able to express me.
We don't know how it happened, but very sorry about that.
Yes. What do they say about this matter bill in waiting and calling 5 years or peace or whatever? When I ever see peace na salon for matter bill kind of power.
No, I
we don't get peace, we don't get freedom. We don't get freedom now because I just come on salon. I just come a couple days ago. I see people that even in a motoka, then they afraid for talk. Before they want to talk, then transport, so they look at themselves. If na APC people and they inside or if na SL people, one freedom not there. One freedom, the people in the suffer. The people in the strain, me brother, we're going to salon cry. Not for the salon when we grew up with. Not for the salon we are born with. It's very sad, land on life you. Very, very sad. You know, until then at the ground. Until then at the ground, I don't know for say salon, you don't point one freedom, no the policeman there. When you talk, now all that thing. When they talk, say you see policeman, they friend me, are they at the guy? Okay, that's why they friend at this world. That's me Almighty God who creates me. I respect people then. But for some get freedom na salon, we not get salon. Look what they do sabura. Na freedom na day, na country get freedom. Then they say we not for go rally. People they not for go rally because me I get for go June back for go vote. Then they say we not for go rally. Who's kind nonsense now one day? Whose country don't in this world, even at this oversee the whole day. America said in the rally. Who's already said in the rally? Any country in the world in the rally. Why make we not for rally? Why? Everybody, unless someone come on, let them people go through it everything they say for say yes to that. If you someone go, if you do that, me I sure I go and vote against them.
All right.
This is too nonsense.
Thank you, Mama. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Hello, caller. You name and who side you call me from?
Yes, my word and from here. Thank you guys. I call from here.
All right. You're welcome on the show. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Yes, this is about the question I act or a free organ. Justice. We talk about unity. We would expect Papa Bio, being a strong SLP man. We win, what make a chance to get. Or make he can show himself, make he can prove himself to the nation. Or say yes, sometimes the first one a mistake. But this man go publicly and tell the people and say, this country we don't divide. We want to be at the north, we want to be at the south, we want to be at the east. So it's kind of like it can purport, like it can talk about division more. It can create more divisiveness in the nation. You see. Then a woman they go and talk about other things, but Kamakwe and this. If you don't engage for can build office and I so no agree. I mean, there is no unity, man. The unity they try for Muslim a lot. You see, they just did to themselves. We talk about justice. Man, there is no independence in the justice system. That ain't the worst. Although they try for then they go and boast it and create a lot of judges there all over the country and spread them out for make everything will be proportional. But how independence is the justice system are the most important thing. The president gets everything more slow under the umbrella. You see, I mean, it's so appalling for see the Chief Justice, the ACC boss, and they can act concert in New York under the people the money, or tax payers the money. When I can New York, they can act concert. See, who's kind of wicked people in this? See, the way they talk about freedom, there is no freedom in the country. Because when last people in Komo and rally, when last people in Komo and protest, this ACC was Ango talk say any government where things and just to go up, price and they go up.
All right.
And the government don't pay the people. You see, they're waiting at the freedom what the people can get. When I come out, look at the past government, when I protest with black t-shirt there. Now we're pulling ready for protest when they put security all over the place.
All right.
Anybody who come on for crusher.
Thank you.
Where's the freedom?
Thank you, my brother.
All right. Quickly before we take another call, something the way we want for talk about quickly. Somebody with family member call we like 1 week now, and it just don't call we back. But unfortunately, we don't miss some of the information them. In Peking actually for go do internship. I think the last one I remember in a room. If we go to internship, but if we will get the details. But what he wants now, it don't pay everything in a medical student, and if we go take 2 weeks, then a turn back. We just need somebody with for help out with lodging, and all for just give proof say he go able for lodging. But we look out details of that tomorrow because I want to say sorry to the person because I actually don't talk to Angie now, but I don't know, I forget. Anyway, sorry about that.
All right, so we go to the phone line again for a get on our own point of view inside Caretaker Bio in 5 years.
Hello.
Mr. Kamara, you're welcome on the show.
Hello? Oh yeah, so on the area of unity, there is no unity in the country. There is complete divisiveness, even though we have intermarriages. But the president himself has stated that he said that the white man themselves don't divide we. So that don't show say unity not there at all. You see people now today, people want to be friends. Because of politics don't divide we come at each other's throat. When you go on the social media, you will see when people in the post, even though you say this I'm a friend, not care because we are divided because of party lines. And justice, not in a saloon, it gave but not limited justice or selected justice. Justice is only there for the SLPP, but anybody who is not SLPP, and there's no justice for him because you see the SLPP got case, they removed 10 members of parliament, but APC similarly in petition other SLPP member of parliament. But those cases up till now, as I'm speaking, they are still in the court. They're not talking about that. So is that justice? So there's no justice in the country. Look like Prince Adim, even look not to Donald Trump, not to the RSO. Donald Trump has so many charges where they don't charge them. Even the major one they order for bringing them to court, wait for interference in the election, and then also for that insurrectionist invasion at the capital. They also that these are just extramarital affair where they bring. Where they say they try for killing somebody, when they call hush money for it, they not even investigate her. And then bring her so. The other kids they did, they know me. Then when it comes to freedom not there. Because tell me say somebody at the expressway, what they call the highway. He did it, they go in the convoy, they go stop her. For what? You go say that only 10 vehicles they limit the person for travel. So that means the person not get freedom in country. No, you see people that say they're not for rally. So what they like we have freedom of association, we have freedom of speech. So if you go begin the limit, so is that freedom? So me, I know the assistant to get any freedom at all. And on the issue of rally, I feel saying that the rights of every Israeli now for rally. So just like putting Ramam in talk, at the end of the day, people that don't come, if you say, okay, it's town hall meeting, where people they can assemble, address them. They go for go back and they so man, waka come, so they can't go. So one thing so you go, not to a rally in the form of rally that day. Not so man, not to go say na probably charge a cab. So now that me one for say I will stop there.
Thank you, Mr. Kamara. God bless you. Hello, caller. Your name and who they call me from? Hello, caller. You did live on Riyadh. Your name and who they call me from, please?
Hello, I'll call from Riyadh.
All right. Welcome.
I just want to tell you say in a SLPP supporter right now. Hello?
We hear you live.
Yeah, me na SLPP supporter, but to be honest, since waiting happened to Samora, where we see, even me and my family, my mama, we cry in Africa. He said, "This is what is happening. It's not right. There is no peace. There is no love. Not alone. There is no human rights. Nothing.
We some of we na SLPP, most of we they vote for APC. Me own family we na SLPP, pure SLPP. Now we dey vote for APC just for let Mother Bio come. Maybe if you come out the next 5 years, if they bring proper SLPP flag bearer, maybe we will vote for. But Mother Bio, it disappoints we all. Me and my family. Where they me are in that family, where they some of them some of them they tell you say, hey, damn this money don't rubbish with it. What will they do? Let me collect money, we go wear vest to go talk. But we know we had most of my family that came and they tell me, they say when we go this money greedy, wicked. We they collect money. The APC not afraid when they see someone they wear vest because of that's the only opportunity where they collect money. When they collect money, they work their best, then come out. You go me, hey, but the way they go vote, you know what they go vote for. When they tell you the box, when they vote June 24, you go in me go surprise. If not in the people like this, not just me also yo. These are just not just the into now small. Most people because they only tell you they collect money. So there is no peace, there is no love. Everything just starts from everything from the worst. You know, it's just bad off. I let God bless Samura. At least they not can disappoint you. God make you come back.
Amen.
Anyway.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Hello, caller. Your name and who side you calling from?
Yeah, good evening, we had.
How are you?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the good job they do. We appreciate. Consensus in the call from we had.
Go ahead, you get 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Really, they always wanna discuss really they on point. Like Madam Fatima, waiting for the same us. Once you they say no more. Even this net, at the common God reach parts at the car. If you see the checkpoint at Juba Barracks Junction, then they put people and down the shot motokade. If you see, it's like that, they make you just remember no more the day of rebel war. When they shot people there, they really pathetic at this country, but. Really pathetic. I rest my case back.
Thank you. God bless you, my brother. Hello, caller. Your name and who side you calling from? Please reduce the volume of your search. Hello. All right. Hello, caller. Your name and who side you calling from?
I call from we are Bible and sing a bit on a plenty thank you. I want for tell Pope plenty thank you. Bible and sing a peer. Me na one of the people where you Kela and Mother Bio fraud. Because I vote for Kela first rounds, I vote for Mother Bio second rounds. But one for tell Mother Bio say if not good thing you do it, the good go fall around. If you will salon fine, it will get second time. If you not will salon fine, in generator yet unborn, then go suffer for them. Then go suffer all what he don't do na this country. If he not suffer, in picking them, they will suffer. If man be look people kill people in this country for nothing, peaceful see you they like it, they look out salon. If not good he do, he good go fall. But if not bad he do, any side you go, they don't get peace entire life. Peace you know get an I like. When you are just enjoy. I just said, now scam people in this country. They want there. But if now fighting and do the all for the Francis, then can follow this now, that they migrate Renaissance, this no happy, declare Black Friday, this, that. Let me get all the rights and give them all the rights for let them waiting and call. But now they tight people for let people blow their mind in a wahala. But God is Father, God is Son, but pay them people there. The wicked people they want they don't do that. All them will pay for them. Nobody, me no say by the grace of God, nobody can them no go escape this. Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you. Hello, caller. Your name and who side you calling from, please?
We are good evening. I call from UK.
All right. You're welcome on the show. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. The topic of the day is about justice and what?
Freedom and unity.
We just ask what you think about that.
First of all, I want to look at the justice point. See, alone from the time in memorial when we get sense, we This past 5 years, there has been no justice in Sierra Leone at all. The word justice does not exist. This man deprived the people of justice. And the way he do, the judiciary is Christian. There is nothing where concern the forces of Sierra Leone, including the judiciary, where get justice. Then deprive the people of their rights, them, rip them of their basic fundamental human rights. All what thing they do now for fool the people, but it go fool them now, we not go fool them at the box. By God power. In anger for be the fool the day of the box of the 24th of June. This guy is very vicious, he's self-centered. Who say a caretaker they come and can't take advantage, you know, they go and kill people innocently, you know, they arrest people unlawfully. No freedom of speech. You don't tell away salon for don't come on at this kind of thing since the time we gain independence. Mother na the first anything we don't call mother a name. Now disaster, this was a big mistake with Sierra Leoneans and don't ever make now the history of Sierra Leone for vote somebody like mother after waiting happen at the war. This man should have never been given the opportunity for come back to that country. He had a motive. From the point you see mother, the day where they pronounce mother don't win, when Fatima go and lodge, Fatima in action, there was so much vicious in them that yes, this is what we're going to do. These people they're equally, the husband and wife, they're both vicious.
Okay. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too. Yes.
Hello, caller. Your name and whose side you're calling from. Please reduce the volume of your set. Please reduce the volume of your set.
Yes.
You're welcome on the show. Your name and whose side you're calling from.
This is Sheriff, and they call from Riyadh.
All right, Sheriff.
You know,
go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
So, thank you. So, actually, people will be surprised when I say this. You know, I am very happy with the elect Mother Bill because we not be appreciate the leadership of Anet by Koroma and voting if they do in that country day. And the reason make I say now, I say this, when this election be they come up, I tell people, I say, when I elect Mother Bill, when I go suffer in that country day. When I go suffer, when I go elect somebody, we don't get no leadership skills. We don't get nothing we accomplish in your own personal life. Now I have to go put na presidency for lead Sierra Leone. I be see the all, then them at the all where they go rush, go na TV begin talk boku. When I go na watch and video them back, whether it be mori, I say if that they come inside, then go tipsy, then go tired, then go kill Kuluna. And that's exactly what is happening. Then go elect Mother Bill. Now, Sierra Leoneans them, we go see the leaders them, and we go be very careful with what we put there as a leader. How can you compare Anis by Koroma? It is at a very high level. They go all the way down to go elect a leader. We're not even in a level of Anis by Koroma. Huge mistake we don't make. And I'm glad people them way that they experience this today. Because and the same one they saying, oh, Tolongono go sit down here, angry Boku. May I ask yourself today, how do you do today? When I go vote for Mother Bill,
all right.
And the thing is, so people we don't understand. When they go elect people who don't even know nothing much about.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
We're going to have a surprise guest. Is that okay?
All right, Madam Fatima. Hello, caller. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, we are. Greetings. I call from we are Boblin.
Boblin, you're welcome on the show. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. Thanks very much for giving me the opportunity. Firstly, I want to say thanks Sona for making an easier way for let people say out their views inside this 5 year of this misleading government. We don't make the country, don't go into deep shit. where everybody gets them. Past one no more they enjoy and no more you get them. But I don't believe say this life when you get something where they in front of you and it's where they back of you, you will choose what you need for you and what you need to see behind you. We get a very good leader the past years. When and it's by Coma, we did think about the masses of the country. How people go through difficulties. But no matter what's happening, you always want to keep the country in a peaceful way. You know, but no matter what's happening, now a leader they listen to people and they make able for succeed in 10 years. Don't know what I'm getting mistakes, but I just know say it be really do in best of your ability. If you did see that be really ready get plan for push from Usa and Escoma stop, enough for just come sit on back and just focus on things that don't matter and make it fail. It fail totally and entirely. This time around, it's a reflecting memory for Sierra Leone and the brother gets a very positive mind. Come June 24, go vote and get the country transformed to a better position for themselves.
All right.
And for the future.
All right. Thank you. God bless you. They take this last call and come back. So we guess them before they wrap up the program. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Pierre Boue. I want to do pa.
We thank God for her.
Yeah, I just want to bring to the notice of people. This now Augustine, they come from London.
All right.
Yes. For the past 4 years, me not go say there is no justice, but I will call and say there is selective justice. I want to start with the area of unity. We get a president in our country today. We don't get platform the way they get for talk. We they talk say at the end of a statement them they talk Mendy. At least we know say everybody get a tribe where belong. But as a city president, you know, a national figure. For lay a president is sit on in office, he they talk done at the end of his speech, he they talk Mendy. That is not unity. Secondly, you get a first lady who say the only people in our country today, when are citizens there, true citizens there, now people of the SLPP. That is not unity. That in itself now total division. In the area of justice, of course, the first lady don't talk about mob justice. Anytime we talk about mob justice, there is no real justice. Ali Kaba and Sambura Kamara, the case where they right now, I mean, Ali Kaba is part of the case, but we know they see him, we know they come up. Lalo and Slima in security, they don't kill, they don't fire one but they will not see justice. Prince Adin, in security don't kill in driver. There is no justice, you understand? The president, when they talk about justice, even for be just that for talk to is part of being justice. The president they lie, you understand? They don't like we in so many cases. Of course, freedom, we see where people and they go now the press for talk. After waiting and don't say when they incommodate and they arrested. I want to bring our memory back to one boy we during the SLT issue we become up. We go now AYV radio. Just after we accommodate we talk, then sack him. Then go arrest him rather. Recently we see the professor at Frabe College. So that day, just because the professor talked through, you understand, then relieve him off in duty unprofessionally. You understand? So if you take and but good things then they but because time no day, I go get up the chance as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. All right, family members, them they still there with we guest them na the house for still talk about the 5 years of caretaker bio. In time where it don't sit down, according to our way say it don't will be good one na the country. When they come back to we guest them before we wrap up with program for today. Madam Fatima, we come back to Una. As you say, we for expect somebody. This person there with you now?
Yes, we let them in.
Okay.
Yes, I don't join. I'm doing so.
Thank you, my brother.
Welcome, my sister.
Well, we family members them, we don't get somebody we can he just can't peep because we can't try for end of the program. But as somebody we una know una used to now this family house, it don't can join we. I think instead just come for can give even small understanding inside the 5 years of me brother we sit down near me on cool when I can take a bio in term of ruling. Welcome, sir.
Yes, we are. It's been a while. I want to do our thing.
We thank God. How yourself and the Agba?
I tell the master thank you for leaving us alone a week. Whatever, thank you.
Amen.
So, Mr. Honorable, as you don't join we now at the end of the program, we see that actually they talk about the good things them way Kiate Kabio say he don't do here in supporters them inside in 5 years term of ruling will be just give this position say we test them now. It make winner we always they call them say caretaker because we will just give them say okay you can take care. Let we see if you take care good you take the compound fine. We go give back for make it continue, but if the care what we give for take, you know, take and fine. Well, I think say we the people go decide back. So what thing now you don't take on this 5 years?
Well, it's so unfortunate that I come at the time where the program be done. But I go through some of the things them way, then saying at the achievement. Firstly, the toxic education, 9 and don't do exceptionally well, pa. But you remember I say we them sit to ask in 2020, 2021, and 4% of we picking them at them pass. Very unprecedented. One day happen at this country for like 4% pass. Now during the free education, 4% pass. After we blast for them, say the education we them carry it, get quality. Now they say we una way to will teach you a lesson. The subsequent year 2022. Almost everybody will sit pass. Almost everybody will sit pass. Then they get for first college them for let them introduce the entrance exam. So some college most of the colleges themselves introduce the entrance exam because they not trust the results where the picking them get. But in the education sector, look at few things that we do. It promise the teachers then say. Every teacher we want go university, they give them free education at university level. They say they make sure say any teacher we want go college, they go free, not pay. Yeah? Any teacher crazy go college, not pay. That was not sincere. That was not genuine. Not also it happen. It talks say any teacher we don't teach for 10 years, he forget free picking them where they go college under and free. We don't know the P. Wallahi, that day, they happen. They happen. It never happen. Because me no pass how many teachers that we don't take past 10 years. Even the teachers that we teach me, primary school, secondary school, over 10 years ago, then get them picking the opt-in and then the struggle. But it didn't a manifesto, you see. And he also talks in the bill, 1 secondary school, 1 primary school, now all the word, 1 junior school, now all the section, and 1 senior school, now all the constituency. Then they ever happen. It's a way it come, it go make sure say they eliminate the 2-shift system. But say now we get the 2-shift system. And basically, we know say we education, it don't water down. But quite apart from that, say that they make a lot of noise, say they don't carry summer boom, they don't do agriculture, they don't improve agriculture. But when you watch the recent global hunger index, where they publish, Sierra Leone, 112 out of 121 countries. And this is not the first time since independence, we score 31.5%, when are the worst result this country will ever get. So meaning the level of hunger in Sierra Leone is very, very serious under this 5 years period. People are angry extremely. When President Bio came 2018, he meets inflation at 14.9%. He promised he said he bring Ankan to single digits. But today,
Inflation na 42.7%. We know one day happen na this country. One day. This is the worst inflation ever since we get Salone. Then you come out the exchange rate. A meet dollar at 7,500 for dollar. It talks say it will control the exchange rate, but right now, from 7,500 now 22,000 for dollar. 22,000 for dollar. You see? So you find out say now the first and this in the history of the entire world, the Guinea money, it value pass money. In 2018, before SLPP came power, you mean the change if you give Guinea man 100 leos when a Salone money, the Guinea man they give 150 Guinean franc. For sure, say we money be value past them. But as at the top, where you give Guinea man 100 leons, now 46 Guinean franc then they show you. For sure, say Guinea when our soldier government, they don't control the economy better than we when a democratic government. Because we policies them, not ever correct. This now the first time where the external debt where SLPP can they meet at 16 trillion in 2017 budget. Where then can they meet the debt 16 trillion. As we talk so, we external debt is over 40 trillion under SLPP, under the watch of SLPP. Where SLPP can they meet the wage bill at 1.9 trillion. In fact, now that 1.9 trillion, now President Bio condemn. That wage bill is unrealistic, it's bloated, over-bloated. APC get over-bloated wage bill. Now, the proposed wage bill now 4.8 trillion. The wage bill for last year now 3.9 trillion. So they don't double and they don't even over double. So you meet at 1.9 trillion where you condemn, you raise to 4.8 trillion. Yeah, this now the first time we get the worst human rights report from the United States Department of State. Say we government they involved in arbitrary killings. This now the first time we get the worst Amnesty International report. You go the August 10 incident within the state, even the EU report. Then they talk about corruption. This now the first time in the history of this country, the office of the president, the audit report, they should say they forge signature, they forge receipts. Office of the president do fake receipts. Then a sacrilege. That is the most prestigious office. But then do fake receipt, then forge hotel receipts, where they present to the auditor general. This is not the first time that they happen. This is not the first time where we they lost money where we they lost. Now 187.3 billion. 187.3 billion. I know more we lost in 2021. 187.3 billion. Now in this government will account for. When you watch that same money, now when you add 2015 under APC, 2016 under APC, 2017, 3 years, you add that under APC, they're not even lost reach than that 3 years, the APC lost 178 billion. For 3 years, then just 1 year, they lost 187.3 billion. So that shows this government don't do extremely worst. This government don't increase on the price of fuel. Fuel now been just 6,000 where this government come. 7,000 or so where this government come. 6,000 yes where this government come. But right now, fuel now 21,500. Even to water rate, they don't double water rate. The ordinary man now for let get water now is very, very difficult because they don't double the water rate. Even to the data, the top up. Members say the APC term we get free calls weekend. Free calls, they do free calls weekend and a net. Waiting happen we make free calls stop. Whenever any mobile company make call, 30% of that call they go to government, the revenue, they go to government. Then 70% go to the company. APC no mean they charge any company for weekend calls because they're not saying are free. They don't mean they charge any company for midnight calls because they don't say na free. Where this government can say, we don't want to know whether una make them free, una not make them free now, una business. But all the calls that we can, una forgive you 30% day. So if force the company then for stop free calls weekend and for stop free call midnight, they add. Even to the ferry cost, it don't go up. Even to electricity. This government can emit. I hope say another boring program.
This now your time. Okay. Just make use of them.
Okay. Even to electricity, when APC carry the car power ship, APC mean they pay them 19 cents per kilowatt hour. Where this government can then go negotiate for 16 cents, the price go down. So this government mean they save $18 million every 2 years. Because of the renegotiation we then do. What thing this government do, then can they add by the price of electricity in our house. When APC been there, then they pay 19 cents. People let me they pay 520 leons. When this government can we then go reduce until 16 cents, where everybody feels say the price for go down. Now this government make them they pay 1,400 leons. They almost triple the price, regardless of the fact say they don't go do negotiation. Yeah, this government also come. They meet a bag of rice 2018 200,000. Of course, on all you read the clip where President Biyomin they say people are tired. APC took his bag of rice from 60,000 to 200,000. That's in 10 years. In 10 years, from 60,000 to 200,000. Yeah. Then can they take them from 200,000 to 650,000 as I talk just in 5 years. In 5 years, nine do so. We I'll calculate how many leons they add for every year. It shows that they add 90 leons for every year. So if we allow SLPP for continue for other 5 years,
90 leons in 90, the new leons?
Yes. 90 leons in the new leons.
And 90,000 in the old leons.
Yes, 90,000 in the old leons. Okay. Yeah. So if you allow SLPP, where I don't do my calculation, you they buy us 1,100,000. If you allow them back for camp, you buy 1,100,000. A gallon of oil, we mean they buy 170,000 in 2018. Now we they buy 560,000. Where SLPP did. And if SLPP continue, it will be very difficult. Cup of pepper, we mean they buy 700 leons. Now we they buy 7,000 leons, 900%.
And this now inside the continent they plant them.
Yes.
And not get anything from both Ukraine and Russia.
Exactly. But I will tell you why I make it go up. You know why I make it go up? Because that person way mean they plant in pepper, way mean they plant in Abbas. Now through that pepper Abbas, the way it is sell, I mean they get money for make sure say he buy rest na house for it. For make sure say he buy other things than a house for it. For make sure say he buy light, he pay for light bill. For make sure say do other things. So if government don't, it's all them price then the way they sell you pepper no more, you sell and so you not go able to buy one bag rest. So ultimately you self get for ace the price up for able to buy that. You see, this only in 2020. In 2020 alone, 2021, just in 1 year. This government borrowed 21 billion leons in a bank. 21 billion leons.
We're not domestic debt.
Yes, just in 1 year. 9 them borrow now we bank. Domestic debt, you're right. 9 them borrow. You see. So a lot of things then the human rights record enough sweet for talk. This government go without investigation, without anything, and kill prisoners them. Na Pademba Road. Kill people in Amakeni. Kill people in Atombo. Kill people in Mine 91. Indiscriminate killing. Now that we watch the United States Department of State the report, they include them killings then. So to me, I feel say these 5 years of President Bill has been the worst 5 years in the history of this nation. Everything difficult, everything go up, everything not easy, you know. So this has been the worst 5 years.
So
in the history
I
of this
don't know.
country.
Maybe I just sabi the word, but I don't know what it mean. What then can say bank overdraft? What that simply means?
Bank overdraft. Now, like where you go, you say, this bank, I not get the money too, but I get forget the money. So una lend me first. That lend way then they lend you. Let you go make sure say you go solve the problem. Then later you pay the money. Now the overdraft.
So this government say they not ever go into that kind of system there yet from where they come. Because I wait to make her ask. We've been getting an engagement this morning with one of the mouthpiece them of SLPP, and then they simply tell we say we not ever reach to that point where this government don't get bank overdraft. But
No. In fact, you know what they do? When you go now the website of the Ministry of Finance, then bank lending, you know how they call them ways and means. Now so they call them ways and means. They change the name. They change the name to ways and means. Now so they call them. Just in 2021, they borrowed 21 billion from the bank. 21 billion. Now they borrowed just in 2021. Now they borrow. So anybody say this government they lend money in a bank, na lie, na big black lie.
Okay, so this is in summary of waiting na the challenge where people in the face in the last in the last 5 years. But before you come inside, we'll be ask a question to we family members them, where they call and they give their own views. And I go ask you the same question. In the area of unity, freedom, and justice, where now we go say now we motto, now we believe on for let we country move on, I ain't supposed to move. What do you go say now the status of unity, freedom, and justice under this regime?
Let's take unity first. Unity, now where you try for make sure say you extend an olive branch to the other political parties. Try for bring them together, try for work with them together. But this government, now go pull 10 members of parliament when they duly elect them. He replace them with members of parliament them where they're not even duly elect, people that will not even win, people that win 1,000, 2,000 votes, then get a constituency of over 47,000, then go install them in parliament. The way opposition talk, then fire tear gas. Then fire. In fact, where they say unity, now government where they listen, government where they negotiate. But this government they listen, they know they negotiate, and this government not even they tolerate the opposition. What did they talk about unity? When Dr. Samoa just returned from America, the party go full naton, then go open tear gas para, they fire live rounds, bus started. Now unity than the.
What about unity? The area of freedom?
Freedom, You see people today this morning. I'm in the SLBC. Them in the interview me at SLBC this morning. Then they do a vox pop about the government. One lady they talk about the way in the train, how things difficult. Then the lady say, they show him face. Let them not show him face. So one watch, as he said, the lady not they show him face. Now somebody say, why make this lady not show him face? Now I say, the lady they afraid say then go arrest her. Yeah. So freedom not the. You see a lot of people and then they take action on them based on the people. See the Tunis. They go over already, talk back before the member na arrest. You see? Other people and they then go over radio, then talk before the member back na arrest. So freedom not the not to salon, not to country, we go just see they talk no more.
And lastly for we motto, na justice. Unity, freedom, and justice. Now what do we believe on? Justice in the last 5 years.
Justice. The opposition petition, members of parliament them from SLPP, where we know say they are dual citizen. And up to now, SLPP get members of parliament them when are dual citizen. Then take a court, nothing no come out there. Nothing no come out there. SLPP get teachers the way they not resign. They not ever resign. They are still members of parliament, but they had to illegally remove 10 members of parliament
and then still
from
it
the
takes
opposition.
teacher salary and member of parliament.
Yep.
They mean they pay them initially. I don't know if then they pay them say now, but then get pin code. Once you now SLPP member of parliament, bra, you safe. SLPP then get members of parliament that when are dual citizens. They are in parliament, seated very comfortable. very comfortably because now the government in a power. Yeah. So justice no dey. Justice no dey. If you now opposition, you get any case, you get forget about it. Forget about it.
But I'll ask you this question. In as much as you don't highlight all of them things there, I listen to me lovely uncle when caretaker they always tell we say APC not good for themselves, APC not good for this country. APC not good for themselves, APC not good for this country. So this is not the thing where we basically hear every other day from this same man, you know. So but I listen to Samuel Kamara when they go to United States, take more they don't make mention of the Marabio, rather they talk about the government. So why is it that Marabio they always make mention of APC not good for themselves, not good for the country, but we not hear you now they say anything about Marabio?
You see, interestingly, even me, when I'm a member of parliament, we are the seek for re-election. We are go for go campaign and my constituency say, where I get for begin me campaign, where I get for tell them say let them vote for me. I go tell them about the 50 solar lights where I don't put in our communities them, we no one day get lights. I go tell them about the free school where established now a village we no one day get school. I they buy uniform for all the picking them. I they pay school fee for all the picking them. I they pay the teachers there. I buy t-shirts for all the picking them. Buy toy, buy slate for all the picking them. Free of charge, no picking, no they pay. I get them thing and they for talk. I go tell them about the hospital where they bill. I go tell them about the market where they bill. I go tell them about the free bags and free uniform where they shape. But wallahi, if I not do nothing, I don't get message. And when you not get message, you defer message.
But we listen again say two things. This election get for be based on ideas, and now the caretaker invite we for begin bring out issues them rather than fighting or insulting each other. You know, and how you see them so far in terms of waiting and don't they go on with campaigning?
You know, they don't get message within the campaign. If you read their number one message na APC executive, na then they handle. You don't get message. If you don't do plenty thing, any side we go, time no they do safe. For let me explain with you don't do. But when you see left for talk with you don't do now, APC executive you take, APC this, APC that, APC that. Now you not get better thing for talk about what you don't achieve. You see? But the All People's Congress gets a lot of issues for campaign on. So we get less for considerable SLPP. Now the issues the way they affect the daily living of the ordinary Sierra Leonean. The issues the way they affect the existence of the ordinary Sierra Leonean. So if you say APC not good for themselves, not good for this country, it was important that SLPP came. We then can people that don't see waiting SLPP can offer to Sierra Leone, and people that don't see waiting APC being offered to Sierra Leone. And I sure say any sincere Sierra Leonean you ask, we like in country pass any political party. It will tell you say yesterday, it better pass today far away.
Okay, so let's ask you this other question briefly. You know, we don't see a lot of words them they come out from, commissioner from the ECSL, commissioner East and South. And we don't see what waiting basically the commissioner for South talk where say they're not listening to any possible against interest for regime change, and just they announced that we win and then they left the rest to the security forces let them take over. We'll be the one that waiting that name in. But we read the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs come exactly and talk again and confirm waiting that man they say in fact he make them fine one say then go crush people that we go out for stand up and make the place, or very much, uncomfortable for people. So with all long thing there, with all the action, the banning of the political rallies, the attack on the convoy of on a leader, all of them things that they make on scared for go to the election.
No, we're not ever scared for going to elections. I'll tell you one thing, yeah. Even if we're not the play game, the one way they lost, na get one match. It vex any small thing where I don't catch fire. This government, remember when President Koma Bindi, then turn the SLPP, that turn the President Bio not been president, not been candidate. He blocked the convoy of President Koma. But because President Koma made on top of situation, he said, "Una let pound now go." Wallahi, nobody no case block President Bio in convoy. Not trouble for you. This government, they are to they don't want criticism itself. You talk against them, you know the enemy. If they open for lucky, then they lock you. If you get work, then they sack you. Then they sack you where you oppose them. Then they sack you. If not lock, then they lock you. So this government are vast to criticism. And you don't go say you dey lead people like while everybody they praise you. While everybody they clap for you.
So I will ask you this question: why they not for clap for them? But please, before you go to the answer, hold on, please. Right now we get 70,535 way, don't subscribe or can call family members. We still get like 200 way they with you right now not subscribe it. Please wanna subscribe, and 882 way to watch we na YouTube with 397 likes. Please you already watch now for like the program for we. I know so you enjoy the information, but just like the program as that will make other people in the get for know about this. On Facebook 406 with 497 likes. Thank you very much, and please do not forget to share. And if you not subscribe it or like the page, please consider for do so now. Yes, so there we go. The issue of thank you. We remember the first lady tell we say salon people and to get bad at. Swipe money can for the gap and say caretaker, you have done well, sir. Thank you very much, sir. But they need them. So for make that they good. After we have been come out McKinney and Carlton leader, we see you side themselves organize your thank you. And we see plenty women them picking them. They all go and tell President Bio, thank you very much, sir. Hey, President Bio, thank you. That means that they do it, right?
No, let's say what happen. That thank you did a scam. I get letters them. I get evidence of letters them. Where they write now various institutions. Tell them say the female workers then by compulsory then for attend the way they call on the National Women's Day.
Thank you.
International Women's Day. You understand? Not to thank you, then tell them. In the letter, they say na International Women's Day celebration. And all women there na office by willful, by compulsory, they for attend. So if you are a staff in any office, you not attend, you they get problem. Now whether yes, I have a copy of the letter. I can take a snapshot of it
like
and send it to you. Yes. So then tell them say na march for the celebration of the International Women's Day. Now where them go now? They say, hey, una Lord tell President thank you. Una Lord tell President thank you. But to me and you, that match they self not to the form, na form of rally. Na form of rally. Because people they march na street. Then go make circle na state house. Then why you want stop rally now? People they need for thank you, for which you don't do. They need for thank you. So why? Where election can you don't want allow the people now for
honorable, you come the time where we don't actually done, and you know go see here, you know talk plenty things them way where people go one for year about. So we go on for big for left and naya, and we go spend time where we go just come one-on-one, from paper to paper, and
face to face.
Right now people don't feel pain that they're not going for engage with you, they're not going for ask you questions, they're not going for discuss with you as the traditional we used to do. But we want for big that we get them again another time for let we can get, because the time end of show for let we get continuous engagement, discussion for people and for let them understand. The good thing the family house just they grow and they grow every day. The list where we can get right now is with the watch show right now where people they don't tie even 865. When people are really there on the peak, they vamp and then 1,000 and something. Now just one platform. So it's good that the message they go and every day we been promise them say by the time we go down to the election more information we'll get for day. So we go for the knack now on the modes like every day for make we get engagement, because talk and can we don't talk the bad name down, but we don't tell people them say we na opposition party, because we want for see the democracy go. So meaning if we not get for take power, but also get for link back to the opposition for make them be party problem. Because we want for make sure the thing go on. That's why sometimes we can get party. We know if I don't get party because we slap on one. When it's necessary. So we not the vex, not just the reality of democracy, okay? Anyway, so we want for big for left at this point here. So but we not go agree for the rally for let them ban them or not?
As a political party, we will pull statement very soon.
Thank you very much for joining me inside the
program.
Thank you for joining me at the program briefly.
And we had forget for tell with families.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we have Combo, the chairman for the campaign chairman of the APC party.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Thank you very much, my brother, for the last minute. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so now thank you very much. Thank you, Fatima, and thank you, Honorable
Thank you,
Cargo.
everybody, and good night. And thank you, Salon. Keep your hands up and keep the power going. God bless everybody. Good night.
Good night.
All right, so now here we actually end the program. Very sorry that you never engage with Honorable, Abdul Kagbo, but it's okay. We will find time we will forget them and engage them better one. But thank you very much. Today, na Bible and I get the program. I handle everything. I don't know if everything put me off.
Now you're cool.
Not like na angry. na angry. 5 years, no 5 years, now angry.
So you must know the bad.
Okay, wait. I'm hungry. Let no be say I go turn angry, man.
Not so before me. I beg.
All right, so one for telling thank you. But please, you already watch right now. Still, and for like the program for if you not don't do so. 856. We still with you 452. Thank you all guys. Thank you very much. And on Facebook we get thank you very much 405, 403. We appreciate you now also so much. Well, until we meet again, always there.
Yeah.
Oh na for blow you my yeah.
The truth you get for saying.
And it no matter what, the truth you get for saying. Try save the future, yeah.
The truth you get for saying.
The conversation they continue tomorrow.
And it no matter what,
3 p.m.
the
salon
you
time.
Get for saying.
Can blow your mind. 3 p.m. salon time. Join we will continue the conversation tomorrow and see what we get actually inside the basket. Tomorrow night time for talk about the 5 years. What do you think? Today we'll talk about unity, freedom, and justice. Tomorrow we'll talk about corruption, education, and health. Okay? What's how we did inside the last 5 years? Blow mind, come and talk to me tomorrow. Not just that. Please don't stick to the topic then because boku thing and they will get. And after that, they will get for a look at the manifesto. Like if you wait me on do inside manifesto.
I know.
You don't all thing.
Upside manifesto.
All thing, I mean, uncle, they on top of the game. Then they have to call like first time they say
the truth will tell tomorrow. Not can be the brand now.
So tomorrow we just focus. Take note: education, health, and corruption. I had that back. Try. Flash the business
from A to Z.
Then they on top of the game. Well, thank you guys very much. Thank you to all you that we don't the support we for lay. We actually get the support for this young woman that lady with an umu. I don't go see doctor. They don't go do testing today. Well, we wait now for the results then. But the doctor don't give them advice. Say because of the situation, a need for change in diet. Now it they under waiting called veg. You get for the eat more of vegetables for help for able to get in body under control. They just tell me this net. But we go see how best we can able for help because we don't vow, we don't promise, we don't pledge for help as long as we able for help inside the country. We go able for help the best of our ability inside the country. Yeah. Other person don't approach we, say, well, we not talk to them yet, but because then they will not this event we get for another one day. People in the way want for come and help them and see how best they can for take them up. Fine one. So we appreciate you all. Thank you all very much, guys. My name is Sembepe, the Freedom Fighter. Until we meet again, I want to say we love you so much.
By Burek Kablai from the north with the sharpest cutlass. Bye-bye.
Today's Sierra Leone is at the crossroad. After 57 years of independence, this great nation is still unequal and undivided and a divided society. We have not fulfilled the development aspirations of all Sierra Leoneans. So this election is actually about the future of this great nation, the future of our children and the future of our children's children. What is now abundantly clear is that the 10 years of APC misrule and economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable suffering for the people of this country. From Kamakwie to Pujehu, from Kono to Freetown and everywhere, people are suffering under the weight of corruption and the mismanagement of the All People's Congress. I have seen it at first hand, from Falaba to Kedima and from Kailan to Port Loko, the people want change. The people are tired of the suffering of paying for a bag of rice at 200,000 from only 60,000 in 2007. The people want democratic change to end their suffering. But what type of change do we want for this great nation? What type of change do we want for our children's future?
It's been a long evening, but we know that the road ahead is even longer, because one of these gentlemen here tonight will be leading us in the next 5 years. Now, plenty of people in Sierra Leone today say times are hard. Prices are high compared to their purchasing or earning power. This is an economy that relies largely on the exports of raw materials, subsistence agriculture, and small trading, petty trading. Our industrial base is very low, and we have a debt, a foreign debt, which has gone over $1.5 billion. What will it take to turn this around, and how do you, the candidates here tonight, plan to do